black people.
Alright, we got the cover up.
Alright, it can be used.
Yeah, we just figure it out next time. I have something at the crib that Auntie Nicole might let us borrow. So I'm just gonna start the stream. Wait, why is this? I started the stream though, but like you got the cover up. So
Is you already ordered from Double Double or no?
I'm about to get A&W out there. I'm gonna actually.
Why do you want A&W again?
So what are you, rapper,
Because
singer,
Veggie Burger.
technician? Oh, you're the technician?
Yeah, this our
Huh?
this our tech guy. He helped us out get set up. Shout out to Nye if people aren't in here, you know.
Dude, @_bro.
At Nye_bro on Instagram and Snapchat.
Pass the mouse.
Snapchat.
After, I'll do the camera shit again.
Alright. Hold up. Let me go on Instagram. Let me make sure the sound's sounding good too because that was a problem.
Are you on YouTube?
Hello.
Can you check if they're live on
Yeah,
YouTube?
check how it's sounding.
Like asking him
Hello.
what to do, y'all.
That sounds good. Talking to yours.
Skirt. What's good?
Alright.
What's up, cuz?
What's up? Hello. Yeah.
What's up, cuz podcast?
Turn that down a little bit.
What's your YouTube
It's What's Up Cuz Podcast.
podcast?
If you go to my link tree in my Instagram bio, you'll see it.
Got you.
Yeah, I go on Instagram this time.
They're not even there.
Wait, it's not showing up.
Well, there's a few of them.
Yeah, but like that's why you probably got to go to the link tree because we don't have the fan base, subscribing yet. They don't believe in us yet.
They don't believe in y'all, for real.
Yeah, but like they already. I tell people, I make shit happen. You're just hearing my, inspiring voice on the stream right now. Inspiring, captivating, Kanye-esque voice booming through your speakers right now.
Jay-Z just stepped in the building. Captain P just stepped in the building. Put the P. I'm not gonna say that yet. Put the
Alright.
P, what's up, cuz?
Okay, we are on Instagram as well. So go to Main Man Fele. I'm gonna put the What's Up Cuz because we won't be going live on this channel or this thing anymore. Can you mention people in live?
No, but you can make a title that says so and so mentioned you, but don't do that.
No, I'm just saying like I was gonna put the What's Up Cuz. It's
Well,
What's Up
you
Cuz.
you can, and then I don't know if it actually goes as a mention for real.
What's Up Cuz dot podcast, right?
Dot pod.
Dot pod. Go follow. And post that. Pin that. Somebody just liked me on Tinder.
Oh, wait, what? Pause the stream.
It took me a minute to register when it happened.
Okay. We are almost live. The countdown. The final countdown. We gotta do. Anticipation builds it, You're just hearing our voices, like majestic as voices, like something from the heavens is talking to you right now, type voice, and and then we're gonna just.
You have to do the jazz. Welcome to the What's Up Cuz podcast. You are now tuned into the sounds
Of
Did you find it?
KG.
Clean. Yeah,
It's clean.
clean.
And
It's
fly.
clean. Are you just seeing the cover?
Just the covers.
All right.
But we hear y'all.
All right, you hear us booming. Now it's time for our entrance. What's up, fan base? And what's up
What's up, cuz?
every time, bro? Let's do it. So, this is a What's Up Cuz podcast. If you didn't know, you're with your boy, Fele. You can follow me at Main Man Fele on Instagram. Make sure you guys are following us on Twitch and supporting on the YouTube and supporting on the Instagram Live. Make sure you guys are active in the chat if you hear, But we got another interesting show for you guys, doing our challenges as usual and, doing everything we doing, you know, and I had to.
Guy tried to make that a smooth
313.
Detroit.
313. Shout out. And shout out to Enjoy Detroit, my mentor. Makes a clothing brand in Detroit, the best clothing brand in Detroit, the next like Yeezus clothing brand. So, you know, shout out to him. Always wearing some Enjoy Detroit up in here because I always enjoy Detroit and I enjoy the clothing brand. So make sure you guys tap in with that if you ever in the city, or if you're not, make sure you get some shit shipped to you, bro. Cause that shit is a banger. You see my shirt, you see the glow. I don't even need to do my talented shit to be glowing because I'm always glowing in my fashion. But what's up, cuz? How your week been going?
My weekend. I don't remember my week. The weekend was nice, you know. Went back up to Peterborough again. Basically, damn near like we live in that place at this point. Like,
Oh yeah, we got the
again.
boot. We got
Again,
the
fam.
boot. I don't know if I'll
Yeah,
be
we-
back in Peterborough. I got the boot.
Sorry, Peterborough. That was our last return. We're not coming back.
Last hurrah in
Never will see us
Peterborough.
again.
Yeah,
But-
Sis gave us the boot, so we can't really be in the Peterborough anymore.
It was
It's-
fun though while it lasted. Can't lie.
It was fun while
was
it
fun.
lasted, but you know, great things don't last for that long. But you know what? How's the 75-day challenge going for you?
I forgot where I lied. Nah, it's going well, to be honest. It's going well. Still haven't, you know, released the temptation.
The
I was turning
temptation.
around people that were balling up over the weekend, and I still didn't ball up. So, you know, I'm good. I still
Hoorah.
didn't drink.
Hoorah!
So I'm good. And I'm getting my exercise in. I'm eating healthy. So
Every day, bro.
I think it's going well, to be honest.
Like I said last time, like I could probably do it better next time, so I'm gonna probably do it again. You know, I wouldn't mind doing it again,
Mhm.
but it's just, I don't know. It's been difficult, you know, because when I get stressed out, a lot of the times back in the day, like smoking was my outlet. So it's like trying to find different outlets when I get stressed or upset and stuff like that has been a difficult thing for me. I also started reading the Will Smith book. So like, if you guys haven't checked that shit out, that's actually a banger. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, don't, like, if you're not in the stream, don't send this to anybody. But this is the first time a book made me cry.
Wait, say honest to
What, you're actually crying?
Yo,
Bro, I thought I was tripping that. Like, I was trying to fake sleep and act like I wasn't hearing you crying, but you were crying.
you heard that?
You saw it.
I was trying to act like I didn't know, like, I was trying to act.
Well, I'm actually gonna.
The book had me
Yeah,
in tears, bro.
That was okay. That's good that you cleared that up still. I thought I was tripping. I thought I was having a dream. I was just.
Fever dreams.
Yeah.
I was crying, you know. I was thinking about my grandma, though, and he was talking about his grandma. You know, I feel like I relate a lot to the book because I feel like a lot of the stuff he does and a lot of stuff he's talking about, I feel like it's relatable to stuff in my life. And, you know, I miss my grandma a lot, you know. So it was just, you know, hearing about his grandma, it just was hard for a minute, you know. I have a clip of my grandma going on my mom's podcast. And I just I listen to it sometimes, like, because she talks about me. She's like, yeah, KK, he's my heart. I don't like to say that, but, and it says it hits here sometimes, you know. It brings some waterworks to the eyes sometimes. So, you know, yeah, you know, that's the first book that made me cry. So, you know, go and check out the Will Smith book. It's actually a really good book. What book have you been reading during the 75 days?
Okay, I have to do a shout out now then because I'm reading like a local book by someone I know in the city called Jane and Fresh, which is like a biography by this guy that I know. He has this business called Fresh and Fit, which is like a scents type of business. You have sprays and car scents and stuff like that. But like I
Like
met him,
Mr. Clean?
yeah, Black Mr. Clean, but he's doing his own thing. But I met him and he gave me his book.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I bought his book from him. We have to support each other, right? So I bought his
Oh,
book.
you bought it?
Yeah, I bought his book.
I thought he gave
It
it
was
to
like,
you.
yeah, it was like $25. Anybody out there who wants to get a book, that's pretty cheap. You get a $25 book. It's his book.
Okay. You're
and
winning in the price war because
Yeah.
my shit was like $30,
Yeah,
and that shit
see?
was on sale too.
Yeah, that it wasn't that, but like It's good though. Like I read it, and the fact that it's written by somebody who's not necessarily an author or anything like that, and I don't know it's not like a famous person to where you like just gravitate to life automatically. It's interesting just coming from him. Like I like the way it's written. He talks about how right now I'm not at the end, but I'm at the earlier part of the book where he talks about how he grew up in Jane and Finch, and like the way he paints the picture, you feel like you're in Jane and Finch. Like I'm not from Jane and Finch, but I can see the picture of the city of Jane, of the hood of Jane and Finch. You know. But yes, it's interesting though, for real. I actually do like that book.
Okay. So what would you rate the book as you're reading it right now?
At the point that I'm at, I feel like I would give it like an 8 out of 10.
Okay, that's pretty good.
And that's just because I have hopes for how much better it's gonna get. To be honest,
This is a local book. If people are actually interested in it, where do you know where they could get this book?
I know the IG of the business.
Could you shout them out?
The IG is Fresh and Fit.
All right.
When we post it up, I'll probably try to give them a tag or something like that. But it's Fresh and Fit, Fresh and Fit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say the same. Like right now, since they had me in tears, I think it's gotta be a 10 out of 10.
It has to be like an 11. I've never read a book and it did like that has to be like an 11. So.
Nah, the book is really good, bro. I was sleeping on Will Smith's book, but yeah, that's anything else you've been up to?
I'm trying to think. Nah, honestly, just school, man. I feel like school's just getting in the way too of a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know, it's a part of it. It's a part of life.
Gotta finish it. You at the end, the tail end of
I'm
things.
The tail end, man. I'm so happy.
You
music as well. Working on music too has been.
You about to drop soon. You know this. I'm managing this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say too much, but we might have found the next R&B star. I'm not gonna say too much.
No, we definitely did. I'm managing.
Besides that.
You know, I'm managing these two artists. So you know, shout out Priscilla P. But but yeah, I'm managing everybody. You know, so you know they make the music. I'm in the stew chilling, giving ideas. You know,
the businessman and the business.
Okay, you know I also was very excited this week because I got something I've been waiting for. I think I told you guys what's coming for you guys on the podcast. This is the stem player, the Yeezy stem player. So, like I said, next week we'll probably try to do a stem player versus where we both have to remix a song.
No, if you're gonna open it, we need a drum roll, fam.
Oh yeah.
We need a drum roll.
Is there a drum roll? Oh, audience,
give it. Drumming right now.
Oh, come on, let's go. Okay. It's Kanye. All right. Wow. Okay, there's 2 boxes. All right. So, damn, this shit is small. You weren't kidding.
Why they give you a small box in a box?
So this is the stem player right here. God damn, okay. Oh my
Another
god.
Box.
Nah, this box feels like weird. Touch that shit.
Fam, what?
We see.
Feel this box, bro.
What?
That box feels
like a
premium.
box.
Yeah.
Bro, what the hell?
And it has the stem player design on the outside too.
Yeah, the stem player dots here.
Get that on
You
the
see
camera.
that?
Clean.
Alright. Let's see what's in here. Alright. Okay, damn. I didn't think I would agree with niggas, but I really don't like the color of this shit.
I didn't think it was gonna be that color.
I think it would be that
videos,
small.
And it's small as hell.
Oh shoot.
Touch this.
Let's see how loud
Touch
that
this.
is.
Look at that. It's small. Like look at my hand.
I'm gonna put it. Yeah.
Fam, why is it blending it on this guy's hand?
Because it's skin tone. Feel that shit though.
Fam, there's something that I know that feels like this, but I don't know what it is.
It feels like a sex toy.
It's silicone.
It does feel like a vibrator or something like that. What the hell? Okay, let's see what this. How do I turn this thing? Wow, these buttons, I don't like that.
What,
Oh
the buttons
shit.
are sick. The
Okay.
buttons are the toughest part of it.
Okay, so. Okay.
What is that, diamond?
I'm so lost for what I'm hearing.
Okay. So this is just the vocals.
And
Then.
I almost sang. Mr. Life of the party.
What? No, this is kind of a banger.
I could have almost
The
died.
vocals are mixed well as hell too. I'm just taking that in. Like there's no.
Lord help us. Hey, Mr. Under. You running to my mama, please tell her I
this
said say
track.
something. I'm starting to believe ain't no such thing as heaven's trumpets. No after over, this is it done. If there's a heaven, you would think they let you speak to your son. Maybe she has in the form of a baby's laugh. I heard passing by in a stroll.
Okay.
Reminded me, hey, up from the edge.
Oh, that's how you skip tracks.
The side
So
of
these buttons on the side, you can skip tracks with those. So let me see what else you can do with this thing. Okay, this is another.
song though.
Oh, you can slow it down. Speed it up. Go backwards. Oh, that was backwards. Go
I
backwards.
used to go backwards in the song.
Like, make the words go reverse. And then you can, like, go like that. That's a loop.
What the hell? And you're creasing the loop?
Yeah.
You just pull up with a drop. You don't know them. And you have the drop. Once you learn how to use it. So how do you bring back in the drums?
Okay,
I guess this track has no
let's
drums.
let it have drums.
I could tell you two lessons that he passed on.
Okay.
Donda.
No.
Done. Oh, it's the one with Jay-Z?
I want to.
We need one of the ones with bare drums, man. There we go. This one has drums. Right? So that's just the.
This.
So if you do that, you're just making the beat, basically.
Everything we did for the crib, everything we did. All that spoke.
So take in any song you want, bro. You can take the song and just have the beat and just start rapping to it.
Brought my life out the trench. God, thank God, look what he did. We off the grid.
Woo!
We off the grid. I'm off the grid. Tattoos on my wrist.
So what's this one then? Hold this one again?
It's got to be
I
like
guess that's
a.
like the bass, the like low
Yeah,
bass.
the bass.
Street market. We just took a ride to Charlotte. I'm in a Rolls Royce.
We just do speed it up.
Nah, that. Oh, I did. And you can make a loop. But this is top
Wait,
part.
so this can connect to other speakers then.
Yeah, you could connect it to a speaker.
'Cause that's
You
one thing
can-
I'm noticing. It's quiet.
Plug your phone up to it. Wait, what the hell did I do?
What song is this too? Is it Off the Grid? One of them drill ones. I think it's Off the Grid.
I don't know what
I
I.
don't know what that is, but that's fire though. See if you can bring the vocals in. I guess there's no vocals.
My pockets bigger and my heart richer. My mind smarter. I grind harder and my car quicker. I'm at her church. She pray for me. She my god sister. Listen to people I keep close.
Nah, this is a banger.
Like Fabio Jr. Like Fabio Jr. son.
Oh, you could just like, if I tap there, just turn it down.
Oh, you're turning down that instrument.
Yeah.
Y'all only witnessed it. Look, got a couple old friends that I'm not really clicking with. I know they pray that settle out differences. Heard that they lower all my senses. I got some demons I'm not even dealing with. They ain't they feelings I'm not really feeling it. I know some members that get back their membership. You switched up. Like how you not feeling me? Look, I act like I care, but I don't really care. Now I live in a new building with amenities. I got a new feeling with a
Thinking
chimney.
that's
I
the
got a
808 too.
wanna finish me.
You could turn it to like a rap beat instead of a
Wow.
drill beat basically.
Nah, this shit kind of sweet.
See this in 3D. All lights off on me. All lights off on me. Lightning strikes the beach. 80 degrees.
Nah, the
Nah, chill. That's too sick. Cause the weekend, the vocals alone. Just put that in.
I feel like this is giving me more of an appreciation for the song, though.
It's giving me more of an appreciation for the vocal mixes. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm just hearing like nothing in between the vocals, you know?
Walking on the bridge, I threw my sins over the deep end.
See what I'm saying? Kind of just clear.
This month I done lost 3 friends. Early morning brainstorming, normally I can't sleep in. Sometimes I just wanna restart it, but it all depends. If I'ma be that same young hungry from West End. But my heart is frozen, and the crazy part ain't have no pen.
Fam, if you connect it to like a speaker too,
Bro.
I like that they have that as a part of it. You connect it to a speaker.
And you can connect it to your headphones. So, like, you're in the bed in the middle of the night.
Oh, connect your headphones too?
And you can connect it to the car.
No, that's not. No, we're doing that.
Going that on the way home.
Leave that, we're doing that for sure. Toronto's R&B goat, man. Unquestionable. I wonder if you like speed that up or something. Or that nigga sound. That's so spooky as shit.
I was up for sale, but I couldn't tell. God made it rain, the devil made it hell. Dropped out of school, but I'm the one at Yale. Made the best tracks, and still went off the rail, 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 went off the 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 rail. Had go down, went off the rail. Had go down, down, down. This a new 10 went off the rail.
Oh, I didn't realize you could, it's like you could.
I'm going in. This a new 10, 10, 10. This a new 10, 10, 10. This a new 10, 10, 10. This a new 10, 10, 10.
What did that just do?
This a new 10, 10, 10.
Because the length, I didn't realize the loop could go this long.
Here I go, acting too lit. Here I go, acting too rich. Here I go with a new chick. And I know what the truth is. Still playing after 2 kids. It's a lot to digest. When your life always moving, architecture digest. But I need a home improvement.
I'm not gonna lie, this beat's kind of harder when it's fast, so.
You got some bars?
Nah, this beat's cold, man. Man, I'm
Spit.
at the grid. I'm in the shit. You know I ball so hard. You know I go so far. You know I drive nice cars. You know I push sick whips. Money blue like a crip. And you know I don't trip. And you know I don't slip.
Never.
Bad bitch giving lip.
Yeah.
Bad bitch giving top.
Ooh.
And the bin get the drop.
Ooh.
Damn.
Give me the
And it's
Addy.
straight off the top.
Addy. Off the dome. Off the rocks. He smoking crack. Hell no, man. Hell no. That's what I be saying when
Off
I
the
think.
rock smoking crack.
Oh my god. Nah. This is sweet. Okay.
That's hard though. I'll just be putting the beats on.
I know you
That's
ain't
the best
paid
part
for
to
this.
me.
I paid for it, so I answer first. The only reason why I'll say it's worth it, I think you just hold this to turn it off. Yeah. The only reason why I'll say it's worth it is because I know if I get bored of it, it's something that definitely will resell.
Mm.
It's not something like, you know, I get bored of it and it's like something that won't, like, niggas won't want anymore.
Mm.
It's definitely something, even if I kept this shit for like 5-6 years down the line.
So you're gonna ask me that? How much did it cost again?
Shit.
Like the range, you know, like probably have a
Parents
range.
if my parents are in the thing, do not listen to what I'm about to say.
You're
But
gonna lose it.
shit was like at least 3
bills.
3 bills, bro.
Like
I
closer
think-
to 400 because you paid the duty.
Because it was $270 before the duty for me.
Oh, you paid USD.
I paid Canadian.
Nah,
But
it
it's-
was definitely like 300 Canadian.
It might. I thought it was like when I did the transfer, because it's 200 American.
Mm.
That's like 270 Canadian, and then plus the duty is like the duty was like 40 something bucks. So that's like 3.
Like 310 or something.
320,
like that.
310.
Yeah,
Yeah.
300. But I think it depends. Like if you find this interesting in a certain way, it's definitely worth the money. Go get it. But I think there's ways. The things it does, there's ways to do what it does without it.
Yeah.
So, but as a speaker, like it being a speaker and the fact that it can connect to the car and stuff like that makes it a little more worth it to me. Cause like what it does, I could get on a DJ software and I could do that. But can I do that in my car? Not really.
And DJ software, like, yeah, you're gonna need the DJ software and DJ equipment, and you're gonna need a certain amount of skill to do that shit.
What, DJing?
Yeah, like
yeah, well, also this too, because right now we're playing around, but you actually, when you get down to the nitty gritty of it, to really put some shit together, you're gonna have like the quick. That might even be a little bit harder in a sense.
I don't know this shit.
It's cool, but you're definitely gonna have to get down to like.
I like how the box feels.
Get your hand,
radio.
you know.
Like I'm touching the box and I'm like, damn, this shit actually feels like.
What do you mean by that?
It feels like $100 box at least. Like I paid $100 for just this box.
That's what I'll say. This shit's about to take a lot of skill too. Like really practice it. You got it early. Because like when you're DJing, even like Sekou knows, like you can listen to like the mix on the other side.
Yeah.
But this shit is live. If you're doing this in a party or something, you gotta get that shit.
Yeah, you gotta time your shit. Yeah, you would have to know it like before you go.
You know, you switch it, it's live. But
yeah, if you got the money, I would say it's a good investment.
Even if you don't got the money, you'll make it back.
You'll make you can resell this.
Yeah, that's resale is also another thing that makes it worth the money.
Even if I don't resell this shit this year, I can resell it like a year from now or 2 years or even 6 years, and I feel like this eventually could be worth like at least 800.
Yeah, it's Kanye stuff, so at the end of the day, it could go up. It's definitely gonna go up.
Yeah,
to something. It's gonna be worth something.
So I mean, I think, and if you're like trying to like, why I thought I was gonna get it too is because this summer I am trying to get into DJing a little bit. So I think this is like, if you're not getting the full out equipment yet, because you do need to get speakers and shit when you're getting DJ equipment too. Like you can't just be like,
yeah. Well, depending if you go to like a party or something, but yeah, you definitely want that to practice and stuff like that.
Yeah. So like this is a good practice, like a beginner. I feel like this is a good beginner practice to get like finding out how to get the groove of it. Like when you're switching tracks on a DJ, so like actual DJ equipment and all that other stuff, it'll give you like a good beginner groove. Yeah.
I personally feel like this creates a whole new lane for DJing. I don't even think
I feel like this is an instrument in itself.
Like it creates a whole new lane. I feel like you could see people. I can see people coming up that are gonna be like sick. Like they'll just be going crazy with it. Like it'll be crazy.
That's gonna be me.
Whole different type of thing. You know, you have it early, so for sure.
It's gonna be me. I'm gonna be in the room.
You're good, man.
I do STEM player competitions.
That's what we're gonna do next week. Let us know what tracks you want us to see, like verse, what topics, like what's the topic of the tracks, and we'll load it up. Cause you can load anything on here, you know. You can load it, like the quality varies, I believe, but you can load whatever the fuck you want to on here, you know. So I think it's pretty.
The What's Up podcast on there.
Yeah, you can load the What's Up Cuz podcast on here too and remix it.
Don't give them no ideas, bro. I don't know what to do with
Nah, don't make me say no weird junk. All right, so
slice up your.
So next, we have a new concept I came up with. So basically, for this concept, and this is gonna have to be on your phone because my phone is for live right now.
Very tough.
Not gonna lie, the Wi-Fi is kind of bad, so your live keeps cutting out.
Oh well, I mean we can turn it off. Yeah. All right. Were people in there or not?
There's like 2, but like they kept leaving because like I don't think it's actually showing up properly.
Oh, okay,
the Wi-Fi.
All right, guys, on the live, thank you for joining us. Go on the Twitch. Go in the link in the bio on my Instagram, and we are live on Twitch and YouTube right now. So go on either one of those and come and watch. You know, and make sure you guys follow at What's Up Cuz Pod on Instagram as well. And yeah, so we'll get to the next thing, like I was saying. So basically, I came up with this concept. So next week, I want any artist to send in songs. If you have a friend who's an artist, you got anybody who makes some music that you think is good, that's a banger, send it in. Because what we're about to do is a King of the Hills type battle. So right now, me and Jao are gonna pick 2 tracks for this week. He's gonna pick a track. I'm gonna pick a track, and we're gonna verse those 2 tracks. Whoever wins now, that song will be the king of the hill. So next week when you guys send in your tracks, you guys want to beat that track. And how we're going to do the voting on that is I'll get 25% of the vote, Jao get 25% of the vote, and then everybody who votes will get the other 50% of the vote to see who wins the hill battle and becomes the king of the hill, you know? So
how do you want it? You want to go first?
no, you go first this time.
I said, do you want to go first? Because I wanted you to go first, but you know.
Go first this time, bud.
I feel like you set up the challenge. So if you go first, it will give me an idea of what I'm supposed to do.
Go ahead, bro. It's just any song. You think you got a banger? You know I always come with the heat.
I know I got. I'm gonna go back to bro's tape for this one. I'm playing off your phone though, no? For the volume.
Yeah. What song is it? Oh shoot, I forgot. Has anybody else been experiencing the Spotify problems today?
Yours is still messed up.
You log back in?
Yeah.
Okay, bet I'm gonna try to. But Prime.
Yeah, put on Finer Things.
All right. Search it up though. Hopefully everybody's doing well. We got some flames in the chat. You know, we see y'all. Thank you for supporting. Yeah.
Oh, so you can see the chat now? That's blessed.
Yeah, we can see it.
It's amazing.
It's right there. We got 3 people in the chat. You know, 2nd week. It's pretty good.
Put it up to the mic.
Most people have 0.
All right, so we got the first song for the competition that we're doing.
Yeah.
So I picked Huncho Prime, which is an artist I introduced earlier that's from the city of Toronto.
Yep, last week.
The song is called Finer Things off of his new tape, Evil Eye.
Okay.
What's up, Hayes? I done stole before in 2 songs. Papa, you crazy for this one. I wanna find the things of the start. I wanna find the things. She want them diamond rings. I wanna find the things, gotta start.
Chicken and pack in the roll.
Niggas pushing and playing both sides. So
They like how you made it through the storm. They like how that bass on the road.
I said don't put shit up in my section. I done stole before 2 songs. Judge justified the real lesson. Cost on me lockdown, face and foe. Dressing, counting them days in the tension. Been pressing my sentence. Back on the go, crushing my time. Back on the go.
Okay. I hear you. Okay.
I don't know the meaning.
Okay. Load.
Should I give them this next part, fam? Do they need to hear this next part? Of course they do. And now I don't know how to chase after nothing else. And the other side I know is green. I stay in the chill run by myself. I'm keeping it real. But your whereabouts, I've been on the urban, I'm mixing with gravity, thinking that I do not love my house. Ouch. I'm thinking it hurts to see us win. I think they wanna see my pockets in, no question. On the next one we step in, tell bro we hop in them. It's the cash that we get, and life and ambition we done with it.
All the things in start. Road. Fast. Boom.
They like how you step back on the road. Asking no question, up in my section.
That's kind of crazy.
You like edit?
Yeah. That shit crazy.
I gotta put them on to trade at some point still.
Gotta put them on.
All the artists that start joining. That's the first track for the hot.
Thank you for all the flames in the chat. That was a banger.
Flames in the chat.
You know, but I can't say that because I'm trying to win here. You know, because this is a part of the challenge. So, you know, make sure to vote for what your favorite track was, because whoever loses will lose. You know, part of the challenge and have to do something next week as always. But
well, you gotta come with a banger right now, fam. You gotta
I got so many. Let me log into my actuals.
I got so many. Light flex.
Yeah, light.
Flex.
I know a lot.
We're definitely gonna okay.
Let me see. Will it let me log it back into Spotify? Because Spotify was bugging. Yes, it did.
Spotify's back?
Yeah, it's back on. All right, make sure you guys also add the, podcast on Spotify, and make sure you listen. We released our first episode this week, and it sounds pretty much like a banger, so make sure you go and support that one. Let me look for a song. Let me go.
So you guys, that's a point for me already.
Let me go a little melodic for you. Let me go a little bit melodic. I'll go with my man.
Points.
This man's name is Prince Will, So I'll go with him, and here we go. Walking and taking a shit on me. This ain't no regular hit on me. I'm in a whip with a 10 on me. I'm in a slide on a big homie. What's on your shoulder? A chip on him. She used to play me. Now she all on me. I don't even want it. I'm stiff on her. Gut really thick and spit on it. I just been chasing a bag. I just been minding my business. These niggas remind me of bitches. The way they be gossiping all in they feelings. These niggas remind me of bitches. Pillow talking. They be all on they period. Like period. She let me hit. It ain't that serious. I'm on a whip with a trunk in the front. We get funky. We ain't ducking no funk. Remember when I used to sleep on the bunk? Now I been getting everything that I want. When we step, you fuck around and get stumped. On the road, ain't been home in some months. On the road, ain't been home in some months. And they used to laugh, now they ain't last. They say they gon' pass me, not even close. These niggas whack, they ate up the swag. I didn't get mad, just when they got more. I don't wanna talk, just leave me alone. Yes, it's gon' cost to get me for a show. Niggas that's hating gon' need you the most. I'm there for my niece cause she need me the most. Yeah. Walk out the crib with that shit on me. This ain't no regular fit on me. I'm in the whip with some 10 on it. I'm really slide on a big homie. What's on your shoulder? A chip on it. She used to play me. Now she all on me. I don't even want it. I'm stiff on her. Bought a new chopper, put tits on it. I just been chasing the bag. I just been minding my business. These niggas remind me of bitches. The way they be gossiping all in they feelings. These niggas remind me of bitches. Pillow talking, they be all on they period. Like period. She let me hit. It ain't that serious. Count my check, it's all there. Really gon' step, nigga, y'all scared. My bitch pussy, all hair. It's a green light till they all red. Ran on my check and we all fed. Hey, pass me them young, like, oh yeah. I don't even know how I bought this. I don't even know what I call this. I ain't go to class, I'm tryna stack it. Ain't tryna flash it, check out the fashion. I put the whatchamacallit inside of the stash and I made it happen. I know they hating on me, they know about me. I can get savage, yeah, 40 in hand. Long as this bitch don't jam, I'm letting them have it. I got the crib with that shit on me. This ain't no regular fit on me. You're not. I'm in the whip. You see it. You see it. What's on your shoulder? Chip on it. Always. Now she all on me. I don't even want it. I'm stiff on her. Glock by the dick, she got spit on it. I just been chasing the bag. I just been minding my business. Them niggas remind me of bitches. The way they be talking and all on their feelings. These niggas remind me of bitches. Pillow talking, they be all in their period. Like period. She let me hit. It ain't that serious.
No, I can't even lie. That was hard still. I had to act like it was slighter than it was because we're in competition right now. But those are both heaters, though.
Both heaters there. Make sure, and if you're listening on the podcast, I'll put them underneath, like at the end of the show, both of the tracks as well. So make sure you go there and pick which song is your favorite for the vote this week, so we know who lost the challenge.
Make sure you guys tap in on Twitter. We'll probably have it up in the link tree. And make sure you guys vote on all of these things.
Yeah, we'll probably put the polls on Instagram, right?
Polls on Instagram, yeah.
And we usually put the polls up on Monday. So we'll have the polls up on Monday. But speaking of ain't no regular shit, we had some ain't no regular albums drop last week. And my expectations weren't too, big on these albums. We had King Von drop. We had the Baby and NBA YoungBoy drop, and we had your resident man from the Six, Doovie drop as well. So, and if you didn't know, we also go live late nights on Friday at 12 a.m. when music drops, and we just do reactions in the basement, and we did that last week. And so, tell me, let's start with King Von. Tell me what you were thinking on that album.
What I was thinking before, I I had low expectations personally. Like I'm not a King Von fan. I've never really been a King Von fan. So like I had low expectations, but I feel like my expectations were also met when I listened to it.
Oh yeah.
Like it was just like it was exactly what I expected. It wasn't anything better or exceptional than what I expected. I will say there was like the 1-2 banger that we heard, you know, that like shocked me. Like I can't. There was the one that where you sounded like speaker knockers, like some melodic type stuff. There's one.
Bro, let me see what that shit called. Yeah, my fault.
My fault. Like those were heaters, but overall it was just like regular King Von music to me. I didn't really like the album itself, you know.
Every track that I liked, it had a feature on that shit. So it's like, I don't know. Did I really like that shit, or did I just like the features? But I think like the songs I like Get It Done was definitely it. Like my top 3 would probably be like Get It Done, Change My Life, and My Fault. And I think it's a posthumous album, so like I thought it would honestly be really like shit, cause it's like, and it's like when we said like when we were listening to it, it was like a lot of bars were like in bad taste.
Yeah, real talk. Like,
I
didn't like the lyrical content as well because it's like, in light of the situation, it's not the best to really put out.
Bro, this man got smoked, and this man talking about
I'm gonna get smoked. Just never get caught lacking. But it's like I didn't really think that was good to put out. You know, it just it didn't make sense. Like I would have blurred that out. Yeah, distasteful. I would have blurred that out for sure.
Yeah, this man got smoked by Quando Rondo.
No.
He was smoking on Tuka, and now Quando Rondo is smoking on Von.
God damn. They probably put that in songs too, bro. So it's like the lyrics just didn't make sense. Right?
Yeah, it just didn't. Yeah, for that one, what would you give that? Like rating it?
Out of 10?
Yeah, out of 10.
I'm not gonna lie, I forget what I gave it when we actually rated it, but I feel like in my mind I'm just giving it like a 2. Like I just really didn't like it. I probably liked 2 songs or 3 songs anyways.
Yeah, I'll probably give it a 3 though. It's pretty. Would I suggest going and listening to the whole thing? No.
No, unless you're a King Von fan. If you're a King Von fan, and even if you're a King Von fan, maybe you might not want to hear it.
I don't think you would want to hear this shit. But Get It Done, Change My Life, and My Fault. Those are definitely. And Don't Play That, which was a single.
And don't listen to Grandson's. What was
it? Grandson for President. That was the worst song of the night.
Don't listen to that.
Juju on the Beat remixing King Von type shit. That shit was ass.
If you listen to it, don't blame us. We told you don't listen to that.
Don't listen to that shit. No.
Horrible.
That shit is terrible. All right, so the next one, which I was heavily surprised by, was the Baby and NBA YoungBoy. So, give me your thoughts on that. What was your pre-thoughts and what was your, when we're listening to it?
I was surprised. My pre-thoughts is that I knew YoungBoy was gonna go off. I've seen YoungBoy in other collab albums where he went off, like the Rich the Kid one. I really like that. A lot of songs on that album because YoungBoy carried, but he made the songs bangers.
Yeah.
This one, I expected the same thing. I expected YoungBoy to carry. And I think he kind of carried a bit, but the Baby he didn't get carried as badly as Rich the Kid. Like, he did his thing on certain songs.
Yeah, yeah.
And overall, just the music itself was better than I expected.
Okay. I think, for me, before, I think I was honestly going to think it was shit. Because Roof was ass, bro. Like, I felt like I wasted a part of my life listening to that shit because it was so fucking garbage. Like, I wish I could cut off my ears, throw them shits out, and, like, burn them shits on fire after listening to Roof because that shit was ass. But I think the Baby kind of redeemed himself a little bit here for me. Like, definitely not a top tier rapper no more, not in that MVP conversation anymore like that. But I do think like we're probably gonna get more collab albums this year as well, but this could be a contender for one of the best collab albums. Now, did you hear what he said about the collab album?
Who?
The Baby.
No, I didn't hear that.
He said basically the last collab album that was as good as this was Watch the Throne.
He's tweaking. He's tweaking.
Fam, there's a delusionality in hip hop nowadays that we just can't accept, bro. Like, be realistic. You know
That
how many?
shit is not
like,
Watch the Throne.
Even okay, we have Watch the Throne. Put that to the side. I don't even know why you're mentioning that in the same breath as your album. But put that to the side, and look at like generational things. We have Drake and Future's album.
Oh yeah,
That
What a
even
Time to Be
that.
Alive.
What a Time to Be Alive. It doesn't even touch that.
bro. This
It
might
ain't-
not
it's
be
not even
better
the
than
same
the
breath as that.
Future and Little Uzi's
It's
tape.
not as good as the Future and Lil Uzi tape.
Not
That
even as
shit
good
was
as Juice WRLD and Future's.
Yeah, the
That
Future
either.
that was a banger.
It's not better than any of that. So it's like for you to say that it's not even better than, to me it's not even better than the Rich the Kid and YoungBoy thing, to be
Let me
honest.
see.
Just because YoungBoy went so crazy.
My top 3 probably from this one. I love Turbo.
Yeah,
That's been
Turbo.
that was probably the best track of the night to me.
You think
Turbo.
so? I'm not gonna lie, I like Turbo, but what's it called?
Hit.
No, Head Off. Head Off. Grew on me heavy.
I like
that
Head
might
Off.
be the best one to me.
Nah, I like Turbo, maybe Hit, and maybe Head Off. What's
Hit.
like?
Hit. I listened to Hit again. It was kind of it didn't.
It might be Wi-Fi
pun
that I'm
intended, but
talking
it didn't
about.
hit.
I like Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. I think that's the one where the baby got in his bag.
Yeah.
I like that one.
It might be Wi-Fi. So no Hit,
Yeah.
Wi-Fi.
Hit is like, I feel like if I heard Hit in a party, like I would still be like, the bass booming.
Yeah.
I fuck with it, but I'm not really trying to hear that on the regular.
There's only 6 tracks I liked from that shit. So what do you rate that shit?
I think like a 6 out of 10, probably 6, 7 out of 10. Somewhere in that range.
Not 7. I wouldn't give that shit a 7.
I think on
Like
the stream I give it like a 6.5. I think that's what I might have.
6.5. Yeah, maybe a 6 for me. It was pretty good first listen. So and it was better than I expected. Like anticipation level being like I thought it would be like maybe a -2.
Yeah, real shit. My expectation. Okay, -2 is crazy. I expected like 1 out of 10.
Nah, I thought
Just
that
'cause
shit.
I'm young boy, but
Nah, I thought that shit was gonna be ass. The next one is your man's Doobie here. Doobie. What did you think about that album?
I honestly, I've been listening to it more. So there's a lot of songs that grew on me. The first listen though, I liked it, but I didn't really love it that much. Like I remember saying like his hooks are always nice.
Yeah, the hook.
Doobie's hooks are always good, but his verses
Are
weren't
shit.
really anything,
Yeah, they're shit.
So with that being said, there were certain songs that I liked, and when you listen to Doobie a lot, you acquire like a way to like if a hook's hard enough and then the verse isn't too bad or it's not too long, you can figure out how to like a song even though the verse doesn't have anything rhyming. You know what I mean? But I like a lot of the songs now, and I think it doesn't beat his last one for me. I don't know if you've heard his last one.
Probably not.
Yeah, you should check that one out too. It would show you a different standard for it. But his last one was really good. This one I would say isn't as good, but the production was really nice too.
Yeah, I like the
Jane
production.
Babies, that's a classic.
Yeah,
that's
Jane
a Toronto
Babies,
classic.
That's a classic, and that's actually a good, like almost no skips type one.
Okay, I think Mike's was probably my favorite track.
Yeah,
from him.
Mike's was good. I like Mike's. I like the what's it called? I think it's called Pull Up, with the Detroit type beat. I like that one. I like the last Smooth Operator.
Yeah.
It's really hard. That's the best lyrical one, Smooth Operator.
Okay. Yeah, facts.
But my rating, I'll give it a smooth 6 out of 10 for the
6 out of
standard
10.
that I'm holding it to. I'll give it a 6 out of 10.
I might give it a 4 or a 5, like maybe a 4.5 out of 10. Like it wasn't bad, but it just was like you said, a lot of verses were just so shit.
Yeah, but it's weird. It's an acquired like, cause the verses, the rhyming won't be there, but the one-liners will be there. That's what the thing is. But with this album, I don't think the one-liners were there as much, and that's why I didn't get as much of a rating.
Okay. So as we said, also, Hurricane dropped the video. We'll watch that a bit later. Well, if we can figure that out, we did not set that up.
Oh yeah, we did not still.
So
have to do some actual.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do some. If we don't set it up this week, let us know if you want us to react to that. We'll just do it next week. But that dropped. Kodak shot his shot at Kim Kardashian.
Wait, that happened?
Yeah. Like
he be shooting a shot at everybody.
Everybody, bro.
Everybody.
That's never gonna happen. You're just doing it, just to do it.
Bro, he not gonna get no Kanye
Imagine Kodak
feature.
Black like living in the Kardashian house though. That shit will be
life is already fucked
that shit will
up.
be some great entertainment though. I'm not gonna lie, like him being on the show and shit.
Yeah.
That shit would be so funny.
Wow.
So funny, fam.
Nah, that would be wild. That man,
Keeping up with the Kardashians and Kodak Black. Nah, that shit be funny as hell.
that man, freaking Kodak is not gonna get a Kanye West feature ever now.
Oh hell no. Hell no.
I don't think he was gonna get it
I
at all.
don't think he's gonna get it, but you know now it's never gonna happen.
Yeah, it's
Like, no
it's
chance
a hell
at
no.
all.
Yeah. So speaking on Kodak, speaking on Kim. Kim is a pretty influential woman, and we got International Women History Month this month. So for our top 10, we're gonna be doing the top women artists. You know, so that includes
Top most influential women artists.
most influential. You know, so we're gonna start it off. Let me see if I do got a coin this time.
I want to pull out a real coin. How old school is that? Tell Siri. Actually, no, get the coin. Siri's actually on bullshit.
Heads or tails?
Tails.
No, it didn't flip.
Oh, what's that?
It didn't flip. Alright.
Bro, what the fuck? This nigga's tail flipping.
Tails.
Alright, tails. Perfect. Perfect, fam.
So what you guys
Okay.
doing right now? Song battle?
No, right now we're doing
Top
top
five.
5 most influential female artists.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna kick it off. And for my list, I went in a very hip hop direction.
Mhm.
So for me, at number 5, I'm starting off with a sleeper that people are gonna be mad. Cardi B. Cardi B is at number 5. Yes.
Wait, so
guys
you
know
had the
Cardi B.
opportunity to go first and you didn't choose Nicki.
No, this is number 5. This is
Oh.
number 5.
Number
I was
5.
about
This
to
is
say.
number 5 on the top 5 list.
You have to
Cardi B.
specify that stuff.
Number 5.
Cardi B.
5 out of going up to 1. This is 5.
Why did you put Cardi B
And
there?
I put Cardi B because I feel like she actually has a good influence, and she's influenced by other people, right? Which everybody is, but she influenced the generation today where, as bad as it is, strippers feel like they can rap. That's her influence right there is being a stripper, talking that stripper talk, talking that thought talk, whatever they do.
But it's facts though. Nicki
And
wasn't doing
yeah,
that.
and that's what they do. That's what they do. So now there's another lane for female rap, and that's the lane that we existed now.
I mean,
So that's her influence right there.
I agree with that, but I think Nicki was a big part of like what she does. So big influence
and
to her.
everybody's influenced. Somebody influenced Nicki as well, but at the end of
Okay.
the day, Nicki wasn't a stripper. Nicki never talked about herself like she was a hoe or a thought. She talked about herself like she was a queen. You know, like somebody to kind of more respect. Whereas that's not
A little bit more
a little
respect.
bit more respect.
Slight.
And actually, yeah, but Cardi, I feel like a lot more than Cardi B. But
I mean, Cardi B
is
is
a
like,
stripper.
if you're talking about respect,
Man, yo, you guys better get canceled. So
respect is dirt to her.
to who?
Cardi B,
But
that's
the
just
lane,
like
that's the
dirt.
lane, that's the strip lane. I don't know. That's to each their own. I'm not even knocking that lane at all.
I'm not
but
knocking it. I'm
it
just
is
saying,
that's
like,
that's the lane we live in now.
to
where-
have any kind of tenth of self-respect would be better than Cardi B.
Bruh,
All right,
that's
okay.
it right there, man.
Number 5 for me is I mixed it. You know, I did a little bit from everywhere because I wanted to respect all the women artists, not just the rappers. So I went number 5, Whitney Houston, and that's just because like she's very influential to, I believe, like a lot of R&B singers, maybe majority of R&B singers, and she really started like she was probably like the first Beyonce, like Whitney Houston. Before Beyonce was a thing, I think Whitney Houston was like the blueprint for that.
Interesting. I feel like I can't really talk on her influence because I haven't really taken in her level of influence as much as her just level of just iconic. Like her just being iconic.
I mean,
Her influence, I haven't touched on it. I can't agree or disagree.
even think about like, okay, even though it didn't end as well, think about Bobby Brown and Whitney. That's like, because Bobby Brown was big as hell back then.
Well,
That's
yeah,
like
that's cultural influence.
that's like Jay-Z
Yeah, that's
and Beyonce. That would be like Jay-Z and Beyonce nowadays,
Yeah,
kind
that
of
is
in
fair.
a way. So it's just like, I feel like she was a very much of a blueprint of what it is to be like a top tier R&B singer nowadays.
Yeah, that's true. You look at it from Beyonce too, and the way like people looked at her like as, at such a high level, like the way they look at Beyonce is how they looked at her.
Yeah.
Not maybe to that extent because there was no social media and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But Whitney was that
Nah,
that
but
person. and she
Whitney
still
was
is.
like a top tier.
Yeah, she still is.
And
like,
even like the
godly
range
level singing.
she sung in,
Mhm.
like that range,
Yeah.
like top tier, like a top range where it's like high pitch singing, not high
Yeah.
pitch.
And I
but
feel like
you know
that
what I
separates
mean.
her and Beyonce too, because Beyonce they look at her as a person, but like and singing too. But Whitney, like we all know, her singing was the main thing that
Yeah.
kicked it off. It was just excellent singing.
Yeah, so Whitney, you know,
Okay,
very
that's a good one.
influential.
Okay, so for my next one, at number 4, I got the rapper named Trina. Now Trina, I wouldn't say Trina was as big as a rapper per se. Actually, she was pretty big, but I wouldn't say she has that many hits. But she has influence. Like just the way she raps is the way like the city girls rap now. Like if you hear Trina, that literally sounds like the city girls. The city girls rap like that. Everybody that raps now, as a female, not everybody, but most of them rap how Trina raps,
Okay,
and that's where her sound is the influence.
okay. I can kind of agree. I haven't heard much of her stuff.
Check it out, bro. Like,
No.
re-listen to it again. You literally, as soon as you turn it on, be like, "Is this the city girls?" You literally think this is the city girls.
Okay, sleeper pick.
Mm.
I think that could have been number 5, but
Number 5. No, trust me. It can't be number 5.
but my number 4 would be the one and only Left Eye, and that's because I feel like she really influenced the way people saw R&B, and not just oh, we're gonna sing on the track and do a R&B style track just singing. She was one of the first people to bring the rap into the R&B lane, kind of, and like influence females to start rapping on R&B beats. I feel like, and a lot of other people, like I feel like Nelly, started rapping not only on rap beats but like rapping in R&B beats as well, in the R&B space, and doing it in a melodic way and doing it rapping as well, like meshing it and having like a lot of, what is the word, a lot of like conscience to her. Like I feel like Left Eye is a slept on rapper for sure. And
Skill wise or
skill wise, bro, like some of her verses, bro, she a top tier female rapper. Come on, like
to me, she's one of those rappers that like they put in an R&B group because like she doesn't rap too good, but she just raps well.
Bro, she got bars, bro. You tripping? You
bars.
go and listen to Waterfalls.
There's a lot of competition for her.
Go and listen to Waterfalls, bro. Like songs like that.
I
Like
don't remember her rap verse. That's the point. I don't remember her rap verse in Waterfall. I just remember the hook and like the verses with the singing.
you missing out.
I'm gonna check it
You were listening to the radio edition of Waterfalls,
That's
not the real edition of Waterfalls.
I was listening to the real. I just don't remember that shit. That shit.
But it's
is
just-
not, you know.
But I think Left Eye really brought people to that space and influenced people to start rapping on R&B, because I don't think really there was there might have been a few, but there wasn't a lot of people doing that before.
I think she has.
Left Eye was
I think her influence for me is even just outside of skill. Like it didn't really have to do with her skill as much as it just had to do with what
And
she
her
was
style.
doing and the style. Like TLC in general is influential. You know?
like, and Left Eye style was like
Yeah.
crazy, and even like the dramatic stuff too. Like she brought like a lot of like iconic stuff culturally. So I think, to me, it's Left Eye from TLC.
All right. So for me, at number 3, every time I do a top 5, I have to pay homage to the OGs. So at number 3, I got Queen Latifah. And Queen Latifah, for sure, like she's at the end of the day, she's Queen Latifah. One of the top female rappers ever to come out. First of all, skill wise, one of the top 3 probably. Yeah, for sure.
She's
Queen
top 3.
Latifah.
Who else is top 2?
Queen Latifah was coming with bars that were actually like conscious bars. Like
MC Light.
she was holding her own. MC Light is
That's
cool too. and
Queen Latifah's daughter.
And yeah,
That's she's
Queen
Sunder.
Latifah is like first of all, it's her rap skills, but on top of that, I think what Queen Latifah did for female rap is she put a lot of respect on female rap. Like at the end of the day, the way she was holding her own, it's like you had to. It's not even like she's a female. Like you have to actually respect it. Like you actually had to respect it because she was actually holding her own and she was actually a top rapper. And then on top of that, once she got on the big screen and started doing movies, it's like she just became like an icon. Like that just put female rap on another level to me.
Okay. I mean, I can't disagree,
Mm.
you know, but yeah, I'm
You
just
don't
gonna
think
leave.
she's sick, bro? You gotta go back and listen.
I'm
bro.
not saying she's not
bro,
sick.
she might
I'm
be one
just
of the
saying
best,
that
bro.
I wouldn't put her in my top 3 female rappers personally.
Mm.
But that's just me. That's a conversation
you
for
have
another
you have
day.
a bias against these 80s rappers.
That's a conversation for another day. Number 3, I'm gonna put, since I know you're probably gonna take it, I'm gonna put it now. Number 3 is Nicki.
How the f- you can't just this guy will, I'll have somebody who's supposed to be like at the top, and then you're gonna take them and put them at number 3. Why are you gonna do that?
Because I got other 2 people that.
But there's no one more influential
How
than
you-
Nicki.
that's-
No.
exactly
I'm saying
nobody.
artist wise. We're not just
nobody.
saying just rap. I'm saying artist wise. There's a couple other people who I would put above Nicki, but Nicki, I think it's very self-explanatory how influential she was. Like I said, she's Cardi B's basically mother. You know, that's her daughter. Megan Thee Stallion's, that's her daughter. Even though they beef, that's her daughter. You
She
know,
not beefing with Megan Thee Stallion.
weren't they beefing? Oh, that's Cardi B and Meg. Cardi B and Meg be beefing, but nah, Nicki, I think even to this day, like getting a Nicki feature is something that will even like push you to another stratosphere, which just shows you how influential she is because her fan base is such a big fan base. She influenced the music so much that even though she's been around for a long time, they still stick with her, even though she makes shit music sometimes nowadays.
Okay.
So I mean, and she
Not number
influenced
3 to me.
everything, you know. So
Not number 3 to me, but definitely would have been number 1. This guy just. I'm not gonna lie, for all the Nicki fans, if there's Nicki fans that end up watching this, just know he robbed her of the number 1 spot. I was gonna put her at number 1, but for number 2, then I'm gonna have to go with Nicki Minaj's mother, who paved the way for Nicki Minaj, Lil Kim. Lil Kim,
all right,
one of the most influential. She paved the way for lyrically for what a lot of these female rappers do, style wise, just everything about what she did musically paved the way for this.
okay, I can agree with that. I think for number 2, I'm gonna go with Missy Elliott. Number 2, you know, like I said, that's like that's the mother of every female artist nowadays most of the time. So, and she influenced the way people really like females could rap on the track. I feel like when she started rapping, because she came up in the era with Foxy Brown, Lil Kim, like you mentioned, and the way they rap was totally different from Missy Elliott. So it kind of expanded what females could do on the track.
Yeah, I think I'm not gonna lie. When I was looking to it, I was thinking Missy Elliott, but she's one of those people, like, and there's some people who are like top female rappers that won't make this list because we're talking influence.
I
And
think
for
she's
me,
very influential.
For me, she's influential to the culture of hip hop in general, but to female rap, I don't think anybody. She's one of them unique ones where like I don't feel like anybody's done or even been
Because
able to
they
touch
can't.
her
See,
skill
I
or
don't think,
style.
but influences doesn't always
Yeah.
have to be like, oh yeah, I'm biting their flow or I'm doing their flow. That means you influence like the way women were presented on the track. Like I said, like she changed what women could do on the track. Cause before Little Kim was doing what Nicki was doing and all these other girls are doing now.
And when you say she changed it, you mean like not doing it.
And she brought
that way, but
in
that's what I'm
like
saying. Nobody-
a
everybody's
Lauryn
doing it.
Hill, like a Lauryn Hill.
But that's what I'm saying. Lauryn Hill didn't make my list because Lauryn Hill, she's the best female rapper. But nobody is right now
But that
doing
doesn't
it
mean.
like
But
Lauryn
she,
Hill.
Missy Elliott. First of all these female rappers, they definitely take like influence from that. Missy Elliott.
But that's what I
and
was saying,
also
in what way?
in the
Because they
way
don't-
that
they don't
they
rap
can.
how she raps. They don't rap on the beat she raps. They don't dress how she dresses. They don't move how she moves.
I'm saying
That's why
me,
I didn't give her the influence.
okay, but she influenced people who aren't around now. Lauryn Hill, Erica,
But
all
Lauryn
these.
Hill was the same. That's the same era. I mean, she might have even came out earlier. To be honest, that's '90s. Missy Elliott. That's the same time frame.
But
Like,
she
that's not-
made these things possible. I think like she opened the door for women to be able to do other things than talk about their body on the track all the time. And that even though we don't see that a lot today,
Yeah.
there's still that door is still open. That's a path people can take because people like Missy Elliott, Lauryn Hill, Erica paved the way for that to be a path that can be taken now. And without that, I don't think we would ever have female rappers not sexualizing or over sexualizing their bodies.
I think she's definitely a good one to put on the list. So I just feel like, for me, the way I looked at it, she opened the door, but nobody walked through.
Okay, that's not her fault.
But that's the influence is like me opening a door, opening a lane, and people actually.
And there are
gravitate to that
people.
lane,
There's people I know who are like lower key artists, but there's people I know who go through that door. But it's more about the markability nowadays. Like, oh, the label is not gonna push that. But back in the day, it wasn't always about, oh, sex sells. You know, she made it so sex didn't have to sell for a minute. You know, females could actually be a little bit more creative on the track. You can rap about whatever you want. You can go bar to bar with all these Nas and all these niggas too. Like, you don't have to be that.
To just like circle it back to agree with, like, you know, there is a level of influence. I would say behind the scenes, she put a lot of female
and she
artists
put a lot of people on
in front of people's faces. So I think that's a good one for influence. The other part, I don't agree with as much, but you know, I'll say she opened that door.
She opened it.
I hope more people walk through that door, because right now I don't think a lot of people have walked through that door. But for mine, you took away my number one.
Even Chica,
the
fat one on XXL.
Yeah, her.
Yeah,
but
and Rapacy.
Who is she? That's the point.
Rapacy. Come on.
This is not influencing anything, because these people aren't really shit in the game.
They are. People know who Rapacy is.
People know who Rhapsody is. Rhapsody is like the rapper that they put on, like, when they need like somebody who's a female rapper who's bars, but they don't have nobody like, listen, let me get that new Rhapsody.
Okay,
nobody's
but that's
nobody's for sure. Nobody's like, let me get that new Chica. I haven't heard of Chica since WXL, to be honest.
Okay, but that's because it's not marketed to you.
And that is a fact.
But if
it's not pushed,
the label's not pushing that. They want you to stay slept. The white man wants you to sleep. Wants you to stay overstimulated on the sexuality of things. And I think Missy made it possible for people like Rapacy to have that, you know, that other lane to go into. Even though it's not as popular nowadays, you know, it's still a door that was opened by these people. And, you know, I think it's a big amount of respect. And also, like you said, she put on a lot of people.
That's fair.
So
that's fair. Okay, so for mine, I feel like I had to switch things around. I had to take some people out, but I think the last spot on my list will have to go to MC Lyte, for sure. And that's also one because of the way she raps. She kind of kicked it off what we have today. And honestly, to me, as much as Queen Latifah paved the way ahead of her, I think it was the same era kind of, but I think she was a little bit better in terms of flow and just how, like, it was a marketable flow to me. And then on top of that, she's actually one of the first female rappers, or I think the first one to put out an album.
Okay.
So that's like off rip. That's like she kicked it off for people to be able to put out albums. And now we have things like Nicki Minaj's album. What was it called again? I forget what it's called, but the most iconic one.
The one
that
Pink
like,
Print.
Pink Print. Now we have Pink Print. It would have never happened if it didn't start with MC Lyte putting out an album.
Okay.
So I'll give her that spot.
All right, number one. For my number one, you know, I'm gonna have to go for one of arguably the best female artists in our generation, and that's Beyonce.
Oh, in our generation. Oh, okay.
And right. Beyonce, everything she does has influenced the culture. I believe everything she put on a lot of people. She gets on your record, that's a hit. That's a hit right there. That's a platinum record right there. And just, I think the way she even, like I mentioned earlier, like the way she influenced the culture from doing like movies, you know, like doing the soundtrack of Lion King and giving opportunities to rappers to get in the movie picture world and get in that lane as well was also very influential to me. I think she even influenced a lot of the culture today. Like everybody who sings R&B definitely tried to sing at like Beyonce at one point.
All of them, any of them that are coming up, Beyonce for sure.
So it's just like she's the most.
Yeah, that's for sure. I'd say she's influential as hell. Like it shows.
Yeah.
And it's not even just music. Like she's just a cultural icon. It's not really like you can even say like like it's literally like her influence is crazy.
Yeah, crazy. So make sure you go and vote on Monday.
Who was your number one?
My number one was MC Light. Might reorder it because certain people got kicked out.
You can't be.
Minaj,
you can't.
But we'll put it up and we'll show the list.
All right. Next time you can't be reordering that shit, nigga.
I only have to.
Final order on here.
No, but you have to do that because when someone takes one of your higher ones, you gotta push some people. That was
nigga. What I do is I just make 2 slots, so I know who. If you take one of my people, I'm just gonna go to the second option.
But that's unrealistic. I like to keep my top 5. This was actually a real top 5.
Mine is a real top 5 too.
That I had to take out because now this is my top 6, but it's a top 5 for the thing, for the sake of.
You should be prepared, nigga. Be prepared.
Do you have honorable mentions though?
Yeah, I'll say Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu. Let me see. I have another list on my phone. Salt and Pepper. Definitely.
They have a slept on influence.
Yeah.
On the lowest key, they'll make the top 10 for sure.
You put Little Kim.
I put Lil Kim in there.
All right, Foxy Brown.
Yeah,
also
sure.
another one.
That's one of my honorable mentions.
Remy Ma.
Remy Ma for sure. I
Yeah,
was thinking
Remy
about
Ma.
it today. I was like, should I put her? Because she has a big one influence too.
And yeah, you got any?
Yeah, besides the ones you mentioned, I have Sha Rock, which is like apparently the first female rapper to put out a record. So that's the kickoff for it. And then I have Roxanne Shante, which if you talk to any OGs, the OGs are watching, they'll tell you she was
fire.
The first, like the original. So those are my 2 honorable mentions.
Okay, so next we talking about somebody else who's very influential, and I'm just gonna say both of us have not finished this documentary.
Oh, you didn't get to.
I finished it.
Oh, you finished it. Okay.
This man fell asleep as soon as that shit touched. This man said, "I saw one clip of that shit."
Yeah, I saw one.
And then saw his eyelids.
Yeah, real talk.
But
next thing I knew, I was waking up.
I don't know. Personally, for me, like, I'll just say, I guess I won't do spoilers and shit, but I'll just say this didn't meet my expectation. Like, still, the first episode was the best one to me. I don't even think this was better than the last episode because it's just, I understand it had to go in this direction because Mans wasn't able to film a lot of the inside parts of what happened during a lot of this gap. So it's kind of like a regular documentary where they're just telling us, oh yeah, this happened, he did this, and what Cooley was doing during that.
So do you feel like based on that the narrative was controlled? You feel like the narrative was like it wasn't realistic at that point. It was just kind of controlled by like Kanye.
I don't think so because it's just like even at a certain point, it was like after his mom died, Donda died. He had went out to record this man Kanye or record somebody who was in the studio with Kanye, GCL or GLC, and that man basically told him to cut the video. He said, "Don't record me." So after that, for a minute, he just couldn't record Kanye. It was like he was kind of watching Kanye from afar at this point.
So do you feel like he told the story that, like a realistic, raw, uncut story to the best he could, or do you think he just
I think he did. I think he didn't really tell Kanye's story. He was just like, "This is what happened. Take it for what it is. You know, you can, attribute this to the drama of losing his mom, the trauma of losing his mom. You can attribute it to some mental health issues he was going through at the time, But he didn't really try to tell Kanye's story at that point. I think he just gave us, like, if you didn't know what was going on with Kanye in them gaps, you kind of knew that now. I think I like the Pablo Life of Pablo listening party. That shit was sweet. ASAP was there. Kid Cudi was there doing some.
I remember
some
seeing that
weird
back
shit.
in the day. Still, I remember when it actually happened.
I don't know
was
what
there,
Kid
but-
Cudi was doing. This man was like, I'm like with the beaver
That
tail.
move? Oh yeah. Yeah, this I have the picture too. They
Yeah,
can see it,
I
but
seen
this is
someone.
from the thing.
I seen someone on Twitter today say that a lot of people went into the documentary trying to learn about Kanye, and they left loving Cootie. What do you guys think about that? Like how they portrayed Cootie in the documentary.
I like Cootie. Like, the thing is, I thought I wouldn't mind that it was about him more often in the last episode, but I didn't mind it. Like, I like getting, the inside look at what he was doing as well, because, like, mind you, this nigga fully dropped, like, his whole career to record Kanye, and Kanye kind of, like, if you didn't hear, Kanye gave him, like, 30 mil for the film, but it's like, this nigga did him kind of dirty, like, as a, like, if my boy did that to me, like, I'm recording you for your whole, like, fucking, like, beginning of your career and your whole life. Like, it just kind of felt like he did that nigga dirty. And then, like, he went to the Grammys thing. The Grammys after party when he won for, I believe that was, like, the graduation or late registration win. And after party, he went there and he was filming niggas. And then Kanye came out and he was trying to do, like, recreate the interview when they first met and stuff like that. And this man kept on calling him by his real name. And he was like, Kanye, you need to stop that shit. Like, you're gonna get assaulted here if you don't stop that fucking shit. The nigga Kanye, so, like, he seemed like in a different place at that time.
He was drunk.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, he was.
I don't think that part was that important though. It was just some funny shit.
Yeah.
I think I didn't really like. Obviously, I didn't get the part where he got done dirty. I still have to go back and watch that. But I think like.
I don't think it was done dirty though. Like, they had a certain, like, I feel like if you're friends with Kanye, you understand, like, you have this relationship with him. Yes.
Yeah, but still, you can't accept, like, if you get done dirty, you get done dirty. But it's like, I think based on what I saw, I respect what I in a sense respect what he did. It's kind of rash, like it's kind of crazy to like cut off everything you're doing to go and do this thing for him. But it's like he chased his dream. You got 30 mil from it.
I mean,
feel like, and I feel like there's when it comes to Cootie, like there's a lot you can learn, like looking at what he did, in terms of when you're working with somebody who you think, because he believed in the dream. You're about to be doing a lot of things where you're working with some people, and you see how he moved, and you see like, okay, things happen. Some people are kind of iffy. You know what I mean? But like at the end of the day, I think it worked out for him, and it's like. I respect. I definitely like go back and like I respect his move. I can understand why people ended up rocking with Cootie, cause like he kept it real.
Yeah.
He never got the shit that he was doing. Never got to his head. He was behind the scenes, but it could have got to his head too.
I feel like he was a real nigga. Like, I fuck with him because it was like he was real, and even though, like, and he understood what kind of like. How to go about friendships. A lot of people don't understand how to have a relationship with somebody, and he understood like, hey, I am kind of like I was Kanye's day one, but maybe he's not available to do some of these things for me, and it never showed up like he was mad at Kanye at any time during the documentary, which I respect.
I think even him putting out this documentary, and like based on what I seen, him not knocking Kanye, him not like trying to get at Kanye from the start, because a lot of people, if that happens, you're not even like, you put out this documentary, you're gonna immediately make him look like a villain. You know what I mean? Even though Kanye may or may not be a villain. I think he kind of respected the man's story, and then on top of that, Cootie got done dirty or whatever happened to him. He could have. A lot of people, if they know somebody famous, they're going to the media right away. He could have immediately been on Vlad TV or something talking about this shit.
I mean, I don't know if it was done dirty, because like. It would just be times where Kanye just was not, like, he wasn't going to talk to, he didn't talk to that nigga. Like, I guess he had a family, too, so it wasn't like he was so consumed in Kanye's life that it was like, oh, I don't have shit else to do. But he had a family, he had his own daughter, he was trying to help his daughter. But, like, when he got back with Kanye, when they reunite, because he, like, in the beginning of the third part, it was kind of a tension. Like, it was like, he felt tension. He was like, yeah, I can kind of feel like Kanye wasn't fucking with me, basically. Like, he wasn't fucking with me. Like, he was kind of, like, offing me, like, you know. And that led to him, like, telling that nigga to stop recording him. So it's just, like, that for me, personally, I would have been heated.
But
I would have been kind of mad.
That is dirty, because why? Unless there's a reason why he's offing the man, why?
But Cooley might have understood, like, but I respect how he came into the relationship, because if you have a relationship with Kanye, you know, like, some people can't, like, take it as face value. Like, yeah, Kanye, he's going to say some shit. He's always going to say some shit. Yeah. Some crazy shit to you. But you got to, like, you understand who Kanye is. So you can't be taking that shit hurt, you know, because you know who Kanye is. So you just got to, you know, okay, yeah, give him a space. Like, maybe he'll call me again, you know, and we'll see where it goes. Maybe God will bring us back together type thing. And which God did at the end of it.
I feel like that's fact. Like, that's what like real people do when they have friends. It's like, you understand, like, everybody has a friend where, like, you like, they do certain things, but you're like, okay, I know how they are. You know what I mean? But, like, Cootie just kind of knew how to handle that situation. Yeah. Which not everybody understands. That's why I respect it, because some people would not have handled it how he handled it.
Yeah, that's what
they would not have. Especially it's Kanye. This is a person with status. You could actually do it, like, put a bad thing on his name. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
if
that's
you want to. He has footage, for God's sake. So
he probably left out a lot of footage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
yeah,
I respect that.
I like, and even like there was a point in the documentary where Kanye was actually going on like that's why I didn't like this third part. It was like Kanye, he was going on a lot of these like tangents that like he would say something like at the start, and at the end that shit would like not connect at all to what he was saying. And then like one time he was talking to some niggas, he was gonna buy some property, not some niggas, some wiggers.
Some wiggers.
So he's gonna
talk, some wiggers.
Buy some property with.
Wiggers.
And this nigga started going on a tangent. This nigga Cooley was like, "This is the first time I've captured this side of Kanye. I had to turn off the camera."
What's this guy? No, bro. I'm actually so sick of like impersonations, fam.
A lot. That actually sounded exactly. I feel like his funniest impersonation is Nita.
Oh yeah, that's the cleanest one. That's the cleanest one. That shit was clean as hell, though. I didn't even expect that, to be honest.
How'd you get your voice so nasally to just...
off the camera. I'm not even good at it. I can't even get it, but this guy is sick, man.
No, one day I'll do that for money. Pay me.
That's fact. But I was gonna say, fam, do you feel like, without spoiling it, do you feel like you accept the ending that it had? Do you think that was a acceptable ending?
I mean, my expectations was a little bit more. Like, I wanted to see, like, I thought the third episode would give me a little bit more understanding of, like, why a lot of this shit he was doing. But I didn't really get that. I kind of just got this ending where it was like Kanye is kind of, it ended in Donda. So it's kind of like Kanye was in this more spiritual position now. Like, he's more, I guess, spiritual awareness, and he would even go on these spiritual tangents. Like, this nigga was talking on the phone with somebody, and he was like, the nigga was like something negative. He said something like, don't, or something like that, don't, or something small that was so minuscule, like negative, like something in the words. And he was like, I don't like to use that word. It's a negative connotation on the word. You know, black people, they always tell us we can't do something. So instead of that's what it was. This man said, I'm excited. And he was like, I don't like that word because they say it's a negative. He's like, it has some negative things to it. Think about if you had a car parked across the street and you're excited to get to it. Now you running across the street and you might get hit by a car getting to that new car. You know, that's why I use energized more now instead of the word excited. I'm like, nigga, what the hell?
Like, the thing is, I just gotta listen and like wonder if that actually makes sense, but it actually doesn't. Like sometimes, the thing about Kanye fans, sometimes they'll say some things And like, you look back and you're like, okay, damn, he made a little bit of sense. Like a lot of times you'll say things and be like, okay, I get it. But that that literally doesn't make sense. I was following too. I'm like, what?
But it's just like I got this like he came like I like the first episode the most still. Like just seeing like a more rational, like more like I felt like he was more sensible Kanye. Like a Kanye that was just like working, like he didn't have all these problems yet. Because I feel like the problems, like Biggie said, came with the money. The more money he got, the more problems, the more Kim issues, the more all these other issues, the more the media talked about him. And I think Kanye had a lot of insecurities and stuff like that.
That's what it is, bro. Money, money does not change you or like improve you. You know what I mean? It just kind of elevates. What do they say? Like it elevates the person you are when you're broke. So like, if you have these problems and all these different issues and these different insecurities, money is not gonna help that. And I feel like looking back on episode 1, what he was chasing, like it was inspirational because he was chasing this level of fame as a rapper. This is what he's been chasing, but he didn't really look to like work on himself. He just looked to do what he needed to do to chase it, which was it's still inspirational, but it just you look back and it's like you get a lesson from it all. It all circles back to like, okay, other things matter, you know?
I think I mean, okay, I do think I got a deeper understanding a little bit because I think at the end, since Donda isn't there anymore, he had a more like it seemed like he was trying to grasp for a closer relationship with his father. And even like they spoke a little bit on the rally and when he was on like he was crying on stage. That's a little bit of his own past trauma that came up because it's more like he was sad that, you know, his dad wanted to get rid of him. Like there really like wouldn't be no Kanye if his dad said like and his mom agreed to it. Like, let's get an abortion. And he was about to do the same thing. You know, so it's just, it was an emotional thing for him. Like, he was looking at a video explaining it. And he was like, the person was actually saying that. And it was like, that's like emotional for him.
Oh, that's when he cried at the
presidential.
But they only show you one side.
Yeah.
They only show you him crying, but not why.
But we knew why he was crying. I knew. He said it in his own words.
Yeah.
But it's just like, it was just kind of, at the end of the day, like, that situation, it is deep, but it's not an uncommon, like, this is not like, oh, this is like Kanye. This is not an uncommon situation.
I think
probably like a 99% of the time situation.
Like you said, like, he needed to, and I think that's a lot of celebrities, like, a lot of documentaries I watch, even the Tiger Woods one, just trying to fix yourself before that stuff comes. Like, you know, most people are focused on, like, even the Tiger Woods one. His dad built that nigga to be a machine. That nigga smiled at the press when the cameras came on. He knew how to wear this mask. He knew how to hide his emotions. But you can't run from your emotions forever. You can't run from your insecurities forever. You can't run from trauma forever.
That's right.
You know, so, like, for you to never... Like, yeah, you're chasing your goals and yeah, you're doing all this, but make sure you try to work on your stuff, you know, work on yourself, work on something that, you know, might make you upset, you know, and figure that out. And why is it making you upset? Like, why are these things, like, why are some things traumatic to you? Like, is there any family issues I can deal with now and try to get closure from before I get there, you know, to that next level? And, you know, he working on that now. Like Kanye, I think he came a long way from where he was at that point. And I kind of
think he's kind of far gone, to be honest. Like at this point, he thinks he's.
Well, we didn't really get like the divorce part of everything. Like we're kind of in a different phase now. But this was at the end of Donda when things were kind of like they weren't good, but they were alright.
I think they were fake good. That's what I think personally. Because if they were good, like. Spiritually, I'm spiritual. So like, if things were good and you actually tapped in, you're not gonna be coming back and moving the way you're moving. unless you actually had doubts in the spiritual stuff. You know what I mean? Like that's not how it works. It's not like this and then you bounce back to calling yourself God. That's not how it works. But I think that's the lesson to learn. Like, and for anybody that is gonna watch or they're watching and you're looking, you're chasing a dream. Like, your time will come, obviously, but don't chase it and expect it to help you with certain things. Like, take your time, and do self work. Because I feel like even for me on a personal level, I feel blessed because when I started rapping, I wanted it to happen right then and there. I was 13. I was not ready, but I wanted it to happen right then and there. If I would have got famous right then and there, I was not ready. I would have just been like, okay, this fame is gonna bless me, but I'm a kid. I wouldn't have been raised upright and stuff like that. But now I'm 20, and I feel like I actually worked on myself. So if I get famous, I think I'm a little bit more ready. I'm still working on myself, but I'm more ready than when I was 13. It would not have worked out. So it's like, don't rush it. Work on yourself and let your time come naturally, and put in the work too, obviously.
I mean, to me, like, the ending wasn't what I expected, but was it satisfying? Kind of, yeah. Like you said, like, it's kind of a full circle thing to me. Like, certain things you could tell through the documentary. He was just focused so much on the grind, focused so much to get into that next level, and focused so much on not quitting. Because I think Kanye is a dude who, like some people, and this is not all people, because some people in life, they're okay with not being great or being having expectations for themselves. They're okay with just working a 9 to 5, going in to work, coming back home, being with their family.
Which is okay.
Some people
as long as you're
okay.
happy. I think we need people. At the end of the day, I'll never knock it because somebody has to do it.
Yeah, they're
somebody
happy.
Has to do it, and you want to do it, and you're happy with yourself. Then
honestly, that's better. For me personally, that would be better. But there's people like me, you, who even I sometimes I put a lot of pressure on myself, like to do certain things, like to make sure things are like as good as they can be, and try to never give up on things nowadays. Like, because back in the day, I remember when there was times where I would just give up, and I don't want to go back to that. I'm just I push myself a lot. So it's not all about pushing yourself, but also kind of work on yourself as well while you like care for yourself.
The same amount of like effort that a lot of people get up every day and they want to like increase their bag, increase their money, increase their business. Put that into self-work every day. Don't ever be like, okay, I'm okay. I'm a good person or whatever. Get up every day and you work on yourself every day. That's how I look at it. Okay. Same level of ambition, self-work, so it's a balance. It's important.
I mean, you haven't seen it yet. So I think out of a documentary as a whole, I might give this like a 7.5 out of 10. I think the first episode, like, it really started off great, amazing.
Yeah, I'll definitely rewatch that episode for sure, just for motivation. That was a good episode.
But the second episode was alright to me. It wasn't like amazing. And the third episode, it was kind of a wrap up of like, if you follow Kanye, you kind of like, you needed an end part to this. So it was just kind of there because Cooley wasn't really there in that part of his life. So it's kind of like there's a part of insight that I wanted that I didn't really get from it. Which is okay, and I grew to love Cooley as a character. Well, not a character. He's a real life nigga.
As a character, he's crazy as a person.
As a real life nigga, like, I really grew to love him as well, which I didn't really think I would enjoy as much, seeing a little insight of him. I was at first when I was like, man, this nigga about to talk about his life. We about to start filming his daughter and shit. Like, Kanye not letting him film. I'm about to see this nigga daughter. But, I kind of actually enjoyed that part as well. So, 7.5 out of 10 for me. I seen a lot of documentaries in my day, so it was all right. It was pretty good. above average. I'm almost an 8. You know, but it was pretty good documentary. I definitely suggest people to watch that first episode for sure. You know, if you're interested in Kanye, watch the whole thing. You know, definitely something to look at, and you know, something that gets a little bit of insight for. You know, and maybe when you watch it next week, we can go a little bit deeper if people want to hear that as well.
When I watch it, I'll try to, you know, drop on what I learned, especially. I feel like I'm excited to see what I'm going to learn about the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know?
So if people want to see that next week, we'll definitely do that as well. And yeah, like next week we can do the hurricane video review, you know. But you know, Kanye be making bangers. They showed it in the documentary as well at the Pablo listening party. So we about to build a banger. Well, we about to build a label like good music, you know. So right now we about to put up the image, but we got right here $15 to build a record label. So we got some people for $1, $2, $3. If you want to look on the list, it's on your screen right there. But I guess we'll flip the coin. So heads or tails?
Tails.
Heads. All right. So I got $15. All right. Do I want to go for? You know what? A record label. So I gotta pick people who are actually gonna like kind of not be on a track together, but kind of like fuck with each other. You know, a little bit.
They don't
like
have to. They could just be artists that they're just good enough to where when you put out different releases, they'll have a. Like,
I mean,
I'm not gonna take my strategy, but you know,
I want to be able to like, yeah, they put out their own releases, but they also like can come together sometimes. And I think for $2, I'm gonna take that man Glover.
Who?
Danny Glover.
You gonna take him?
Yes, for $2. Yes.
What's his rap name again? That's not a
Childish Gambino.
Childish Gambino.
Yeah, Childish Gambino. I'm like, yo, what's his rap name?
Bro, that man is cold. And plus, nah, but you can't lie and say that one album wasn't cold. He just hasn't dropped. He just hasn't dropped under that after that, and he got hits. Nigga, like, nah, I'll take that nigga for $2.
Okay.
Come
All
on.
right, I'm just gonna kick it off what I need off rip, and I'm gonna go for my $5 person. I'm gonna take J. Cole.
What?
I have to have J. Cole on my I don't care about nothing else, bro. This is J. Cole, bro. You're
Alright.
on my label.
All right, for
And yes, I see Kanye, but no, I'm not taking Kanye on my damn label, bro. That nigga's gonna be a challenge to sign, bro.
No, I might have to take that man.
You can take him, but you have to deal with that on your label, fam. I don't know, bro.
What do you mean? I'll deal with that.
Personality traits involved.
He'll executive produce every album.
Or he'll just say, fuck your shit, give me my masters right the fucking
No.
Kanye.
Or he'll just do your artist like he did Big Sean.
Yeah.
But I'm running the label. I'm running Kanye.
No, you don't run Kanye, fam.
But
you can sign him.
Danny Glover. So after that, I think I'm gonna get a little bit of. I want a little bit of. Let me go with my man, Drizzy Drake for $4.
Okay. So that's $6 for you. You know what? I'm not gonna lay out my strategy, but I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take my $1 person. I'm gonna get Isaiah Rashad on my shit.
All right.
Boom.
Respect it. I'm gonna take my man. I'll take Travis.
Take Travis?
Yeah.
Okay, that was good. I was probably gonna take him, to be honest.
Yeah, I need it. Since I can't control Kanye, I can control Travis.
This is your CEO talk, bro. That's how we control these people.
Not control, you know, but they gotta be able to. If I ask Kanye to make a record for somebody, it might be late. I need this shit on time.
You're gonna do their shit.
I need this shit on time. Kanye might be late.
You know what's cheesy me about you taking Travis Scott for real? Is I feel like you need that trap lane.
Yep.
On your shit, and I don't really see much
That's why I had to take Travis.
Like I don't really. You know what though? You know what? For my $3 person, I'm gonna go ahead and take ASAP Rocky. I feel like I need that lane for sure, and that'll be an icon on the label. So
Kendrick, Travis, Chance. What's that other person name?
Where?
On the chat.
Gambino.
Oh, that's Gambino. Whoa, why they put Chance? I don't know, bro. I was thinking about taking. Wait, did you take Chance?
No, I just got ASAP Rocky.
Oh, that's good. That's a good pickup. I was thinking about taking Chance though, but like,
don't take that chance.
I don't.
Take that risk. I'm not gonna lie.
No album.
I was thinking about it, but
risk,
nah, I'm kind of good on him. Shit, I might have to, bro. I might just take that man.
Who, Chance?
Nah, not Chance. Hell no. I might have to take that man, Mr. West. It's either gonna be him or JID. Nah, I'll just end it at that. I'll take Kanye, bro.
Okay,
Fuck
so
it,
is that
double.
all your money?
Yeah.
Okay.
Double producers, bro. Ooh, yeah, bro. Yes, that's stacked. I'm good.
Okay, I spent $9 so far.
You trying to save? I'm just trying to get the
I'm trying to
good
get
people.
as much artists as I can. But honestly, you know what I'll do? I got $6 left. I'll take.
You can take that man Kendrick too.
I could take Kendrick too, but do I really feel like I need to do that?
I mean, he kind of does the same thing Cole
I
does.
don't feel like I need to do that.
Who is that the dude for $4 in the middle? Do you know that nigga?
I think that's Joey Badass. It's kind of hard to tell.
Nah, I'm not taking
but
Joey.
No, in the middle?
Yeah, I think that's Joey Badass.
No, that's Denzel Curry.
No,
No,
for
no.
$4.
Oh yeah, that's Joey Badass.
No, I'm not taking Joey.
That picture. Like,
I'm not taking Joey
I'm
Badass.
not, bro.
You gonna take him?
I'm not taking him.
You're the only one with money.
I just feel like I already have a rapper. Like I need.
I
something else.
mean, you could take Chance. You could take a Chance.
I'm gonna play it smart. I got $6 left. I'm gonna go ahead and take Tyler the Creator. And I don't really fuck with Tyler the Creator, but there's a reason why I would take Tyler the Creator.
All right. And who's your?
And then I got
other two.
3 more bucks. I'm gonna just take
Chance.
No, first of all, I'm not taking that. I'm gonna take Denzel Curry as well.
I don't like
because
Denzel
that's
Curry.
trap, and I think like he'll reach a certain level. So that's a step
He's
thing.
trash, bro.
Stop, bro.
Stop.
That's a stretch.
Denzel Curry is.
And
not
he
that
does
good.
trap, and he can actually kind of spit. And then I got like $2 left, and I'm gonna just fuck around and put JID on the label too.
Okay.
Just to be that youngin' that's coming up with the bars.
It's a deep label still.
It's a deep label, fam. It's a heavy label.
It's a deep label, but
I
mine
have to
is
write a lot of
just.
shit down.
My shit is just. So I got Kanye West, I got Drake, I got Travis Scott, and I got Danny Glover or Childish Gambino. And that's so I can put that nigga in a movie too.
Who, Danny Glover?
Yeah.
So he can stop
He's
making music?
good, bro.
Don't make no
Have
money
you
off of
not
that
seen?
nigga.
No,
He's
bro.
not-
Have you? I mean, TV show. Have you not seen
I've
Atlanta?
seen him. He's good, but that's the point. The
Nah,
fucking niggas that
Atlanta.
signed him,
And he
they're
wrote
like,
that
fuck you,
shit.
You're not making music more.
And he can write comedy. Have you seen that nigga on SNL? That shit was hilarious.
Are
You
you
do
a
it all,
label at that
but
point?
you're a label.
I mean, I'm a label.
You're not getting shit.
I'm a label that gotta make other types of income sometimes. Like, we can't just be all about the music all the time. Niggas gotta make, 50 cents be making BMF. You know, we making money streams for other places, nigga. What you
The
mean?
label's not making no BMF money.
I've never
That's
seen a
50
label
Cent
with
making
side hustles
BMF
like
money.
this.
Bro, we making
But it can promote the music. But that's
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
that
Think
doesn't
about
happen.
we make Atlanta, but
That's
we
the
got
problem.
Drizzy up in that
But
shit.
That's the problem with good acting rappers. Good acting rappers always end up.
Drizzy can act too. Don't get it twisted.
Like look at a guy like Tupac. Tupac that worked out because it promoted his music.
Okay,
But
we
he didn't become a full out actor.
I'm
Like,
not saying
came
he's gonna
back
be a
and made
full out
music.
actor, but say we debut an album, say we get a collab with Danny Glover and Drake, and now we make a movie or a TV show, short
I'm
series
not gonna lie, I'm not sure
around
if Drake's
that.
a good actor because I haven't seen him act it.
He acted Drake.
He hasn't done shit since the grass.
Nah, Drake be acting
That nigga
24/7.
is trash. Even in his music videos, that should be ass.
Nothing.
Bro, Drake is acting right now, bro.
Since Drake is kind of falling off, he needs to start doing some shows or something.
Drake is acting right now, bro. He acting as Drake.
That's true. That is true.
He's good.
That's a good point. He's a good actor in that sense. Like, acting
He's
as
good
Drake.
at acting as Drake. All right, talk about your team a little
Okay,
bit.
I gotta go back. I got so much fucking people I can't remember. But I know I got J. Cole. I got A$AP Rocky. I got Tyler the Creator.
Mm-hmm.
J. Cole, I'm gonna just touch on a little bit on each artist. J. Cole, I got him. Of course, J. Cole is the best. He's gonna be the top guy. I got A$AP Rocky because he's an icon. We need an icon on the label. And then I got Tyler the Creator because he touches another lane of people that would fuck with him. Who else did I get? Isaiah Rashad, whole nother lane that he touches, and a whole different type of music. Denzel Curry for the trap, and then I got, and for like the turn up culture.
All right.
And I got JID just because I just needed another person, but also because he's sick. Cool.
All right. Post will be going up on Monday. Make sure to go and vote. We'll probably post it with the clips and shit like that. So make sure, go and vote. Links will probably be in the link tree. Make sure to follow, share, and all that other good shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, talking about all these hot artists got me want to talk about some hot takes. So, we off to hot
Transitions
takes.
are cold, by the way. That was you've been killing it with the transitions this time, bro.
Always, bro. That's what I do.
But no, this time it was next. Like you always kill it, but this is like I feel like I can see the progress. Like, I remember the first time, fam.
I was fucking up the first time.
The first time they don't know, but they know the shine.
Yeah, now they know me.
See the shine.
I see number one fan in the chat, Priscilla P. What's up?
P.
Pushing P all the time. I know you ain't see it, but
J. Cole and A$AP. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
that's
Go vote, P.
does the camera go like
Fam,
reverse?
what are you doing? That's not P. That's to do one of these. No.
But it's reversed. The camera be flipping it and shit.
Yeah, that's what a camera does.
Nigga, why does it do that? You know the science of that? Nah, you know the science of that?
Yeah. I mean, have you ever seen yourself, or have you only seen reflections of yourself?
That's true.
You've never seen yourself.
You've never seen yourself.
Fucked up. That's pretty fucked up.
You could look ugly as hell but I heard like if you look in the mirror, like you look 10 times better to yourself.
Fam. You do, bro. It's crazy. I hate that shit. I hate that shit, bro.
So you never really get a clear understanding of how you look because you always like you look at yourself and you look 10 times better than any other nigga's gonna see you.
But then when you take a picture on the phone, it's not the same, fam. Like a mirror specifically. On the phone, you're like, fuck.
Dog, man. All right, so we got some. If you got any hot takes, anybody, I guess Priscilla P in the chat, just type them out. But guess we touched on this a little last week. One of my friends, Miracle, had texted me a hot take, and basically she said, "What's that song? The Kendrick song that we were talking about? One song for yourself or song for the one you like?
Which one?
Sing About Me, I'm dying of thirst.
Yeah, Sing About Me, I'm dying of thirst. Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, she said that's better than all of J. Cole's discography.
I already said, I don't think that's true. I'm a J. Cole fan, so I don't really think. Besides me being a J. Cole fan, like outside of me being a J. Cole fan, that's not true at all. That actually just isn't true at all. But Sing About Me, I'm dying of thirst, I'll say that's a slept-on song. It's a masterpiece of a song. It's a really good song. But J. Cole's whole discography, what are we even talking about right now? That doesn't even make any sense.
J. Cole got 5 songs.
If a man has a song, if you're in a top 3 and a man has a song that is better than your whole discography, how are you in the top 3 with that man? That doesn't make any sense. That's not better than Drake's whole discography either. That doesn't make sense.
No, it's not. Sorry, Miracle. That does not make sense.
What happened? What'd she say?
Huh?
Oh, yeah, she said Cass is here too. Shout out to
Cass.
We appreciate you.
Thank you for watching the show. Appreciate the Peterborough fam.
Peterborough showing love, man. Can't lie.
Always,
We're never
bro.
coming back to Peterborough, but they're showing love.
Yeah, we know. We got the boot from Peterborough.
We are banned from Peterborough.
We're banned from Peterborough.
We're kicked out, man. So
Yeah, talk to Z if you want to hear about it. But
actually, go cuss out Z for us. Get a petition running.
Get a position to get us back in Z's house and going back up to Peterborough.
What's up, cuz back in Peterborough petition?
Yeah, bro. Let me see if there's another hot take. Rodeo is the best trap album of all time and Travis Scott's best album. Nah, Birds in the Trap.
Nah.
Birds in the Trap.
Birds in the Trap, man. Rodeo's a great album, though.
It is.
I just think Birds in the Trap is on another level.
Birds in the Trap is way better.
On another level. I can't even really see like somebody agreeing with that. It just has to be Birds in the Trap.
Clips is a top 5 duo of all time.
Okay, are we talking duos that? Okay, when we say duos, are we talking about people that might have came together and made a duo, or are we talking about just duos?
Like I guess solidified duos, yeah.
Top 5 I'm trying to think of like a lot of duos though.
They're definitely not better than Outkast.
They're not better than Outkast.
They're
Tribe is kind of a duo, low key.
Is it a duo?
Because there's really only 2 mans, but there's a DJ. That's the thing.
It's a collective. 80s. It's more of a collective.
No, Tribe is not a collective. Native Tongue is the collective. Tribe is really just Fife and Q-Tip, and then they have a DJ, so they call it a group. But that's the 80s. That's the 90s where they do that shit.
So they're not better than Tribe.
But Tribe, what else? But what else is there in duos?
Fuck. I mean, they better than Run DMC.
Nah, stop. No, you're not gonna get me canceled for that.
Nah, nigga, they
come
on. No, you know they are.
I really can't say that better than Run DMC.
Bro, Clips is better than Run DMC, bro.
Bro, relax.
Come on.
He created hip hop, bro.
What are you talking about?
Just because you created some shit doesn't mean you that good.
If it wasn't for Run DMC,
you that guy.
If it wasn't for Run DMC,
they're better than Clips.
We wouldn't have any.
If it wasn't for
rapper shoes, no Yeezy, no nothing.
It doesn't mean about hits and being iconic. What is Clips? They don't have hits like that. They don't. And when's the last time you seen the other nigga? I don't even know what the.
Wait, who is the other nigga?
His brother. I don't know. Where is that? I don't know where that guy is. You can't say that.
What is his name?
I don't know. I don't freaking know. So they can't be
They can't be top 5. Never mind.
The only thing they might be top 5 because I can't really right now. I can't think of like a good 5.
Let me see.
That's the problem. Like but if they're top 5, that's a bad look on the fact that hip hop.
You got Eric B and Rakim, definitely not better than them. Mobb Deep, definitely not better than Mobb Deep.
Tribe's not a duo. If Tribe's not a duo, because Eric B and Rakim is like Rakim and a DJ.
Okay, well then never mind. Yeah.
808s and Heartbreak was bottom 5 in Kanye's discography.
Wait, let me look at that now. So 808s and Heartbreaks was bottom 5 in Kanye.
Bottom 5 is like there's not that many to be saying bottom 5. Like bottom 5 is
bottom
still
5
good.
can be number 6.
Yeah. So
out of 10.
Yeah, that's still
okay.
good.
I'm gonna count it now. College Dropout in the top 5. Late Registration in the top 5.
Yeah.
Graduation in the top 5. Are we counting Watch the Thrones?
Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. We have to.
That's in the top 5 for me. Maybe Life of Pablo is better than that too to me.
Let me go through it because I feel like for Kanye it's easy to do because like
it
just gradually gets more ass. So okay, we have Donda.
And My Dark Twisted Fantasy is better than Heart.
No, see, no, it's not. No.
Yeah. To me.
Okay, actually, let me not.
It is to me.
Yeah, it might be, but it's there, you know. But okay,
I'm not saying it's better, but
some bottom 5 shit. Donda is definitely bottom 5.
Okay.
Jesus King is
Seeing Ghosts.
Jesus King is bottom, or maybe
not
bottom. Not bottom, but it's bottom 5. Yay, bottom 5. I don't even remember really.
Jesus is bottom 5.
Ghost is bottom 5. That's 4 already.
Jesus is bottom 5 too.
So yeah, it's not bottom 5 then. It's not bottom 5.
No, but the top 5.
But it's saying
bottom 5. Okay.
Bottom 5. Jesus is not. Jesus is bottom 5.
Yeah, Jesus is worse than.
So 808s and Heartbreaks might not be top 5.
It's not top 5. For me personally, that's just not top 5.
I think it's top 10. Yeah, it's maybe like 6. It's actually good. It's probably like 6.
I mean, Kanye's discography is pretty good. So I mean, it's not an insult to say that shit is. Now, if we're talking on influence, then yeah, it would have to be top 5.
3. If it's talk about influence.
Oh yeah, but
top 3.
But we're not.
It's not hot take on it being bottom 5. It's not bottom 5 because I'm really looking into the amount of albums and it's not bottom 5.
It's not bottom 5.
Is it better than Life of Pablo to you?
No.
Really?
Life of Pablo, I would put that in the top 5 for me.
What?
Yes.
In the top 5. So
yes.
So you said.
So okay, college dropout, graduation, late registration.
Yeah.
If we're counting Watch the Thrones, then Watch the Thrones is up there too. And I'll put Life of Pablo before I put my Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Wow. Kanye fans are gonna.
They're gonna hate me.
What did you say?
You put Life of Pablo over My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. What do you think?
Slightly.
You can't do that. You can't even say that. It's not like that's not even a hot take. You just saying something to get shit popping. Like why?
Because I felt like Life of Pablo, like a lot. Like okay, I think Kanye. I don't know. The album just felt like when I was listening to it this summer, it felt like a complete thing. Like a lot of those tracks are like not something I would like play separately. But if I'm listening to it as an album, for me it's better. Like the album flows pretty nicely. I think it flows better than my Dark Twisted Fantasy. Even though I think my Dark Twisted Fantasy has the hit on it. Like we're talking about like which one has the most hits? Of course, my Dark Twisted Fantasy, yes. But as an album, I like how my Life of Pablo like flowed together. It's something that I don't know. It's just
it's good. So I feel like Life of Pablo is like his.
It's slept on.
It's slept on, but it's also his last good album.
Yeah. Of course.
And it was. I remember at the time it came out, it was big because like damn, like this nigga hadn't really dropped much heat in a while.
Yeah.
And he just came out with some fire.
That shit's fire.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, it can't be above that to me. Nah. It can't even be above 808s and Heartbreaks to me.
Nah, it's better than 808s and Heartbreaks to me.
Amazing.
That 808s and Heartbreaks changed hip hop forever. Yeah.
I'm not saying on influence.
Music, like
okay, it's a good album, but Life of Pablo to me, it's just
no skips, basically. Damn, there are no skips on this show.
Wait, let me see because I went through it all his skips. There's
skips.
There's a lot of skips for me on here.
What 808s and Heartbreaks?
Yes. For Life of Pablo, okay. There's a lot of tracks I didn't like on this bitch.
Life of Pablo?
Yeah. Nah.
I mean, Life of Pablo's also a no skipper.
But I think it flows a little bit better as an album to me than my Dark Twisted Fantasy. Even though I'll say, like, if I'm talking about, like, hit-wise, it's definitely better in aspects.
I do agree. Life of Pablo slept on. If that was a hot take, but I guess that's not a hot take. But it slept on though.
What?
Definitely slept
Life
on.
of Pablo, like I don't know why we don't listen to nothing from that no more. There's a whole lot of bangers on the album.
Because it came out in 2016. 2016 was just the year for my opinion, was the year for singles.
Yeah, but it's also the year for so much shit.
Yeah, we got a lot of music and a lot of culture that year where it's like, it was a year for new niggas too. Like Kanye. It's Kanye, will always be Kanye, but like we had like so many new people. That freshman class took over that year.
Yeah, Views dropped that year too. Like everything dropped, man. That was crazy. Even Views is getting washed out too. That's how you know it's crazy.
I play Views.
I play Views too, but I'm not hearing everything I used to hear from Views. There's a lot of tracks.
I mean,
that I haven't heard in a long time.
It's Views. 2022 now.
I get it, but we listen to some older shit too. But we don't listen to 2016 shit.
Okay.
Is there a next hot take though?
I see trap music is dying because of the fans who cannot appreciate anything different from the usual 808s and anthem songs. As evidence on albums like Punk, which is really good but really hated on, or Artist 2.0 by A Boogie with the guitars. The reason a whole lot of Red was hated on release was because then the Kanye fans kicked it. Now we gotta listen to people who aren't appreciating the music but really just reminiscing on gems.
Okay,
trap music fans are causing the death because they want to push P no respect to great tracks, but some points it gets tired and the genre dies. It's the fans' fault because they cannot appreciate anything different.
First of all, let's acknowledge the fact that whoever made that hot take, they're pretty mad. They're holding on. They're pretty mad. Like they're holding on to something, but like, damn, they said so much that it's almost like I was about to forget some things. But I feel like there's a lot to unpack from that hot take though. It's not like a one layer. I would say like, okay, start at the first thing. Trap music is dying. Yes, trap. Depending on what you consider trap music, I would think trap music is based on the beats, one, but also the content of the lyrics. A lot of times, like when you get to the nitty gritty of it.
Okay, so
in the trap music,
what would you consider like if you're saying who was new school trap, who would be the new people?
I consider everybody who's coming out to
like
be
Nargo Wick,
but it's like
is new school trap.
Yeah, but I think he is. But I think there's so many right now. There's so many different types of trap music. Like there's so much. There's Nardo Wick, there's Gunna, there's who else? Polo G. There's like is the point of the matter is what are we considering trap? Because Polo G's rapping on a trap beat, but he's never talking about selling crack. So is that trap music? Now I'm guessing the person's talking about like Migos and that type of trap music. That's dying. Nobody's really talking about that no more. The beats. I kind of agree. I never thought about that too. The beats kind of thing for trap is changing.
Yeah.
I don't know about dying. I don't know really how to look at it, but
do you think trap is dying or no?
I think is trap dying overall?
Yeah, like
I think it's not.
We won't have trap in a minute. Like 5 years from now.
Because based on what he's saying with beats, we still have trap. We just don't have people talking about the trap, but this is still called melodic trap, melodic rap. I don't know, like.
So you just think it's evolving?
Yeah, in a sense, or it's changing. I wouldn't even say it's evolving per se. I would just say it's changing. The beats.
I don't know.
When he said the people can't appreciate like the basic instruments, the guitars and shit. I think that's in a sense true. Cause think about like when you listen to shit from like 2016, like we were just talking about. You listen to like an old Lil Yachty track, and that shit sounds childish or it sounds ass, cause it's just like 1-2 keys. And now we expect to hear more, cause of things like we were talking about Birds in the Trap.
Yeah,
that came out. That changed things because we expect to hear more on the beat now. We don't. When we hear just keys and guitars, we're like,
They start cooking niggas like Polo G.
Like, but I get that. Like we appreciated that more back in the day.
Yeah.
But that I consider that in a sense evolution. Like you can't be. We're adding more instruments and that's a problem. I don't think so.
I feel that.
That's more instrumentation. It sounds more like a collective sound of music.
I definitely agree. I think trap is just going maybe in a different direction.
Yeah.
The Migos styles of trap is dead though.
Yeah, that's dead.
But everything else I think is just going in a different direction. X and Juice are more musically gifted than Drake.
Yeah.
It's not cap.
Wait, what?
I thought I was gonna be like, what the?
Yeah, they don't have the clout, but they're musically gifted.
Yeah.
More than him, I would say.
Where's the cap?
Wait. I gotta think on that one. Okay, for me, Juice. For me, Juice is for sure.
No, for me, like no.
Maybe Juice.
No, at the end of the day, one melodically.
Okay, answer this.
Well, I would say.
Does Drake write his shit? No.
Does X write his shit? Does Use write
Yes.
They all go off the top of the dome.
Yeah. Okay, but he's writing his own shit.
That's better than writing.
Drake used to.
And that's okay. I'll give him that.
No, but I feel like that question isn't even fair in the first place because both of them died so early. You can't even make that connection. Like their projections are through the roof and they're not limited because they're dead.
That's true.
They could have fell off the next year.
They could have.
But that's based on. I'm just talking about the music
that we have. What we have.
We didn't see enough.
I think that's an interesting take, but like I think we sometimes forget because Drake doesn't use it as much that the nigga can literally sing.
Okay, just because
the nigga can sing, and X. I used to listen to X. X would sometimes sing, and he can sing a little bit. Juice, he does his thing melodically.
Yeah.
But where does that even come from? Drake. And Drake can actually sing. And on top, that's one musical gift. Niggas can't sing.
Drake can sing. But Drake can't go off the dome. He can't like. He's not gonna spit bar to bar with Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD will kill that nigga.
What are you talking about?
He will kill that nigga. He will kill that nigga. Bar for bar, you'll kill that nigga.
Okay, off the top, but I'm just saying like.
Okay.
Drake has more bars.
Drake doesn't have more bars. People are writing more bars for him. He does not write that shit.
I don't know what he writes and doesn't write, so I can't base it on that.
I'm just saying, you know he doesn't write. Come on, you know he does. Okay,
I don't know
exactly.
What he doesn't write, fam. I don't know which ones he writes.
I'm not saying, but majority of this.
Did he write 5 a.m. in Calabasas or whatever it's called?
No, he did not. Nigga, there's too many bars there. That Drake doesn't have those abilities. Okay, let me go.
He's the reason why he's a top 3 rapper.
He's a top 3 rapper because people started writing for that nigga. That's why he's top 3.
Okay. The rapping part, I feel like there's a way they can have that on him, but there's other things with musically gifted. Like even creating melodies too. Drake does that at an exceptional level.
What?
Creating the melodies. Not even just singing, like creating the melody.
But I feel like
creating good hooks.
If I don't want to be edgy and I just want to be like actually fully truthful, I have to give it to Drake.
Yeah.
Only be if I'm comparing their bodies of work.
Yeah, that's
like,
where.
But it's like what makes me upset is because I'm hearing all these X leaks, and even you see what they did with his leak on Donda 2. I see that potential.
Yeah.
What he could have been, but I can't say. He is for sure because they're dead.
What y'all should be doing is compare those two to like a Drake if he died at 25.
If he died at 25.
Oh, for sure. He'll be better.
No, he would be way better than Drake.
When he first came out, the way he was singing.
Okay, how old was Drake when he came out?
Tell me what's really going on.
Nah, but Juice. Nah.
Come on.
Nah.
And that's light singing for him, fam.
Cups of the rose.
For real. At 25. Who was doing X?
Okay, at 25, yeah.
No, but then they died at like 21.
Fam, but even whenever they
But Drake came out young. Drake came out at like 20 something.
No, he's been rapping since like 19.
Yeah, but when did he drop? When did?
And so that's why you can't just about his first album alone.
Debut albums.
I'm not saying if we go in the body of work, of course not.
Not body. We're talking about musical talent.
But musical talent,
on the album.
Drake cannot spit for shit. Like he writes, somebody's writing that shit for him, bro. Come on, you can't spit nothing for shit.
Okay, but you know what I'll say honestly? I think more X is closer to that.
It's more X than Juice.
Juice.
Nah, you got sleeping on Juice.
Because bro, you have to understand.
Musically inclined, Juice can rap, yes, but fam.
Juice can spit every fucking bro.
But singing wise, X and Drake are in a different bag than Juice.
But
I'm not saying just singing, bro. But like you acting like you acting like Juice can't hold his own on a melodic type thing, on a hook. He doesn't need to sing, bro. He just be doing his melodic thing. No, he does melodic shit too.
Like what?
Like what? Lucid Dreams? That hook isn't melodic?
It's melodic, but he can't sing.
These girls are the same? That hook isn't melodic?
Roddy Ricch is melodic too. But Roddy Ricch can
they said Drake's a good performer.
Juice is fire. That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Layla.
What?
I'm telling you, it's Drake, man. You gotta respect Drake.
Drake is a good performer. That's where it ends.
That's not where it ends though, because Drake isn't even top 5.
But you know, I'll say X. I'll think about that X one. I never really thought.
Yeah, because back this X switched it up.
That's what I'm saying. Juice is a magician. Thank you. Juice for me.
True love.
No, for me, okay. No. For me, like, okay. I think Juice could have been something special. I even said that when that nigga was alive, bro. Like, I was hearing this nigga. For a minute, he was my favorite artist. I used to say Juice is my favorite artist that just came out. Like, of this generation right now. Not, like, putting J. Cole in that conversation because J. Cole all over, you know. Best artist.
That's the thing.
But Juice.
Special, but a musician. Like, there's aspects to be. On top of that, there's some niggas.
I didn't. Okay, you didn't hear X. It was like, yeah, this is something special. I heard Juice. It was like, damn, this nigga's special.
Okay, the first time I heard X.
Okay, exactly.
Stop.
Come on.
The first time I heard X.
You ain't even fuck with that nigga when he died, bro.
Look at me. No. Hold on. Cause sake of those two, like the first time I heard X, I heard Look at Me. I'm like, okay, it's some screaming shit. But when I actually delved into it,
when you heard the first X track where he's doing melodies, you knew he was special.
I was like, this guy's special as an artist. But like Juice WRLD too. He's cool too. He was definitely gonna be great, but as a rapper,
you sleeping on
as
Juice,
a rapper,
bro.
first time I heard Juice WRLD, I was on that too, and I remember being on that. And the first time I heard it, I was like, yeah, people are. I'm about to be listening to this on the low key because I was like, this is some devil shit. It seemed like some devil shit. And I was like, I'm not putting this on the auction none. But I fucked with it though, heavy.
I fucked with Juice heavy. All right, we'll move on to the last one. You have something to say?
I'll say this: like when I look at musically inclined, somebody who I would say is a peak musically inclined for like a rapper is like maybe like a Wyclef. Maybe that's not peak, but like a Wyclef because Wyclef. When you say musically inclined, the nigga plays an instrument. The nigga sings.
Drake can Drake even play an instrument?
That's why I'm saying none of these niggas are that musically inclined anyway.
Yeah, of course. Drake is a great.
That he can rap, play the guitar, do everything like that. Now you're musically inclined. That's music, and make beats. Kanye's musically inclined.
Oh wait. Yeah.
Kanye is a musically inclined guy because he makes beats. He sings a little bit. He plays the keys. You know.
No. Should leave it.
Drake is great, but it feels like
I can read it
for people just to listen to.
Okay. To like it sometimes.
Nowadays, yeah, that's true. Now I feel like nowadays.
Yeah. No, I mean, he not. I don't think. Okay, personally, I guess this would be a hot take, but you might agree with it. I don't think Drake is done.
Is what?
Done?
He's done. Like he don't have no. Okay, he's gonna have another hit, of course, but I don't think he's ever gonna have another like time-stopping hit. Like
he never will.
God Plan, that was the last one for him. Like where everybody stops and like, yeah, this is
too much new artists.
Yeah,
there's too much to look at.
Too much talent, man.
So, last question, I guess, before we get out of here. Are you guys okay? Do you guys prefer Astro World or Rodeo? And do you think Utopia would be better?
Damn, dude, that's not even like. I feel like that's an obvious question for me. I'm gonna say Rodeo.
No, I'll say Astro World.
Best albums of all time.
Yeah.
You have to play Rodeo. You have to know.
I don't think you know Rodeo, low key. There's no way you know Rodeo and you're telling me this. But I'll before you get to yours, I'll just say Rodeo to me, I think is better. It's definitely like a classic. And then on top of that, I'll say this: Astro World slept on. I feel like when Astro World came out, a lot of people were like, "This shit is ass." They didn't really like it, and I have a lot of songs from it, so I actually like it. But Rodeo has like anecdotes on that shit.
I think
210s on that. That's a classic for me.
Okay,
you know,
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Both of them are great albums to me. You know,
Maria, I'm drunk.
Yep,
but
apple pie.
But Astro World, I feel like when that came out, I wasn't even really messing with like Travis at that time. Like he was good, you know. I respected him as an artist, but I wasn't really messing with him at that time. But it's just like the way he formatted the album for Astro World, the way the features were kind of like if you didn't listen to the album, you didn't know Drake was on Sycamore until you clicked on Sycamore, and then you were like, whoa, hold up 1 second, Juice WRLD, whoa. Hold up 1 second. I just like how he did the features, how the album was just so, like, it was so fun for some reason. Like, it just gave me, like, a fun feel. It gave me a nice concept, too, because that's really the feel he was going for. Like, this carnival, like, Astro World. Like, something that's, you know, out of this world type of, like, amusement park. And I really got that feel from it, like that real concept. And I feel like every feature kind of complement what he was doing as well. Like they were perfectly placed most of the time. Like it wasn't no feature where I was like, yeah, this shit sounds off. Like I wouldn't put this there. No, like the features actually complemented a lot of the shit in the song.
So do you feel like there was no skips?
I mean, I don't think there's no skips in Rodeo.
But Rodeo has a lot of classics. That's the thing for me.
I think
a lot of classic songs, but on top of that, it's a classic album. And like it's
I think people slept on Astro World because
they did for sure.
I think Sycamore definitely a classic. I love NC-17 as well.
NC-17? That must be a skip. I don't remember that. That's a skip.
No, that's the one with
210 is one of the greatest.
Butterfly Effect.
That's a banger.
Wait, Butterfly Effect is on this shit?
Yes. Yeah. And you got
what's
that one?
Years before
yo, Butterfly Effect is actually a serious banger.
We used to bump that a long time
ago. And the one with
years before that
Gunner
shit.
on it. Yosemite.
Yeah, I have that too. I have Stargazing too.
Yeah, Stargazing.
Stop Trying to Be God is a slept-on song.
Stop trying, bro. Come
That's
on.
actually, like, good. Really one of.
Like I think
That's a good song.
there's a lot of bangers there, and I think like the play. Like I said, like I would have to go back and listen and give you a definitive answer because they're both great albums. But I think Astro World was the way it was formatted, the way like he was the first one to kind of do that, like not put the features on the list, and like niggas were actually listening to the album thinking it was just gonna be Travis Scott on there, and then niggas just started popping out of the blue, like out of the woodwork on that shit. And that shit was surprising. So
probably a top 3 Travis Scott album, but then again he has like tapes and stuff from back in the day that I'll put above it. Maybe. Like
what?
Like he has what's it called?
The one where he's on the cover and he's kind of backwards and stuff, like Days or something.
There's one where it's like they have the song Gray on it. They have the song
Days Before Rodeo.
Yeah, Days Before Rodeo.
That's a banger.
That's a banger, but that's not an album. But that's a banger.
It's an album.
No, it's not.
It's not even on Apple Music.
It's a mixtape.
Yeah,
it's a mixtape.
That's what I'm saying. If I'm not counting the tapes, I put something like that over it, you know.
Butterfly Effect. I forgot about
SoundCloud shit.
You think Utopia is gonna be better than both of those?
I have really no type of expectations for Utopia right now. I haven't heard anything much to really make a.
I don't know where Travis' mind is at.
I don't know where his mind's at. I don't know where he's going with this. I don't know if this is ever dropping because he's canceled.
Bro, do you think that's like this cancellation? Because like before, I think he was for sure like superstar status to me. Like
he was gonna be the next one, man. I think he's gonna be the next one.
So do you think this counting him out of the picture, like the whole cancellation or the incident, as we discussed it? We'll just call it the incident.
I think like I know the power of cancel culture. You know what I mean? So I think like it might write him out of being what we thought he would be to lead the generation. I think it won't write him out to like if he drops an album right now, he'll get some recognition. People will recognize his music, but to put him at the top is tough. Like if I look at somebody on a smaller scale like a Tory Lanez who got canceled, and he came back, he been dropping some fire music, he beat his case, blah 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 blah. But I don't think he'll ever be what he was before he got canceled.
Okay.
That's just how cancel culture works, you know? Like,
all right,
don't
for
come
sure.
back.
Is Julian still here?
Yeah.
Ask him for the Family Feud questions before we get out of here. Somebody, one of y'all. Yeah, I definitely agree. Who do you think? While we're waiting on the Family Feud, Superstar. Who is yours, right? Like, if you're gonna pick one right now,
who's gonna be the next?
Next, once we know that the time clock is on for J. Cole, Kendrick, and Drake. Well, not necessarily Drake, but J. Cole and Kendrick for sure to leave the scene. Who is up after? Like, if you're picking anybody right now.
Not gonna lie, this is like a sleeper, but I'm not necessarily a sleeper. It's not really a sleeper. A lot of people could see this, but I think I see Gunna kind of being one of those guys. If he keeps in the direction he's going in, he's not the best lyrically, but I see him actually just being one of those guys to lead.
I think he needs a little bit more work. I think endorsement wise, you got to do it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right. We about to do the Family Feud, guys, so we'll probably resume that conversation next week if you guys want to hear it.
Bring that back up.
But what's the question this week?
Give me a second, I'll figure it out.
All right. And thank you for everybody in the chat, bro. Like, appreciate the love. Priscilla P, Layla. I don't know who that alive person is as well, but thank you. I see Nye. I see Mr. OJ. I see Mr. Jack Boy up there too. Okay, I don't know, bro. Somebody. Quasi, bro.
Appreciate that.
Oh, that's not.
I like that we can see. I like
decoys in there today.
I like that we can see like both chats too. That's interesting.
All right, we ready? What's the question?
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 answers.
Mm-hmm.
Top 6 answers. Name a professional sport where the players make a lot of money.
Okay, let's flip the coin.
Tails. I'm doing tails all day, bro.
Tails.
All right. Name a professional sport where the players make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Basketball.
Of course.
Yep.
I'll take football.
What number? Wait, what number was basketball on the list?
Number 3.
Football.
Number 1.
Okay.
Okay,
Your
you said
turn.
football.
Yeah.
Soccer.
Yeah, number 4.
Jeez.
First, where they make a lot of money. Soccer, football, basketball, baseball.
Yeah, number 2.
Okay.
Golf.
No.
Wait, whoa, no, that's an insult. That's an
They make
insult.
the money off the endorsements, not the
Yeah,
actual.
yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
Wow.
So they do make it off the endorsements. Bro, you don't make shit in the Olympics, do you?
But you have to name a sport. The Olympics is the Olympics. They're different
Okay.
sports.
And it's a professional sport.
Oh, professional shit.
Think about one still.
Can't even drop that.
Maybe like lacrosse.
No.
Lacrosse. They make a lot of money in lacrosse. I'm hoping they make a lot of money in tennis, like Serena Williams and them.
Tennis.
Oh, yes, tennis.
Yeah. What number?
Number, 5.
Okay, we have one more.
Yeah.
All right.
It's the final one.
That's where they make a lot of money. Trying to think of like runner.
I
Like
was
maybe
gonna say
track.
that still the track runners, but I feel like it's not.
Yeah, I feel like that's not
I
proper.
feel like it's not the track. Like, 'cause I don't see track runners just
Making
I don't see Usain Bolt
bread.
just flexing a whole lot of money.
Yeah.
Maybe he's sitting on the
Oh,
money.
I thought of one, but I'm not gonna tell you. All right, go ahead.
What do you mean? Oh my god, how you gonna think of one?
Go ahead.
Oh my god. Where they make a lot of money. I'm trying to think of other sports that I haven't mentioned yet, man. What have I not mentioned? Is wrestling like
Wrestling.
not a sport? Considered a sport?
Well, it's considered as. I don't think it's a professional sport.
What, wrestling?
Yeah.
That's not professional?
Oh, you mean like WWE
Yeah,
wrestling?
you're a professional.
Oh hell no! All right, I'm gonna go with, and I know my
You're a fake
niggas.
professional.
I know all my niggas in
You're a
Detroit
actor /
are gonna
That
be
is
mad
real,
at me.
right?
All my niggas in Detroit
Nah, this guy
are gonna
blew
be
this because I
sick
thought it was real.
because my niggas do this shit, and that's gonna be boxing.
Fuck. What did
You
I
make a
fucking
lot of
do?
money boxing.
I had a brain freeze
but
on
it's
Okay.
not
sports.
on the
fam.
It's not on the list.
Whoa.
No.
Whoa!
When
Have
you
they?
see what's on the list, you'll be like, what?
Rugby?
No.
Okay, that's
I don't
okay.
even
2
think
more
you'll get
chances
it.
for me.
It's like so out there.
Okay, it's out there. Let me think.
It's a predominantly white sport. You would never catch a black guy playing this game. Well, I shouldn't say that, but
NASCAR.
no,
Hockey.
no.
Oh
Black
shit.
guys play hockey. What are you talking about?
Black people do
They
play
do
hockey.
play hockey. They do play hockey.
My
I
next
just thought
door
like
neighbor's
some
in the
people say they
NHL.
don't, so I'll just say that.
Okay, last
Yeah.
choice. I'm gonna go with the white, maybe like polo. Polo, not water polo, but what's the shit they got with the croquets and shit? And you see like
That's polo.
that's polo, yeah, that shit. I don't ever see a black man on that thing, and I don't. Is that
But how
professional?
often do you watch polo?
Polo, real shit.
Nigga, I don't know who watches
People who
it.
play
White
polo
people
are
will
already
watch
rich.
that.
That's the thing about polo. I would only see like rich people play polo in the first place.
Like I would have to
There's
go
rich
with
black
polo.
guys that play polo.
Wait, there's
should
black
look
people
I
that
never watched polo, so
I've never watched it. I just assume white people
Okay,
be
we
it's
playing.
not
Not
polo. We know
polo.
it's not polo.
Okay, your turn.
Fuck.
How is boxing not on there, bro?
It's not on there, bro. Cause you gotta be a certain status. Fuck. You would never see a black person play this sport.
Well, I mean, you probably
sport.
do, but like,
It's very rare.
yeah, like.
It's like one black person, their token black man, plays the sport.
What do they call that shit? Like figure skating or something like that?
Skating? Nah, I don't see no skaters flexing their bands.
It's like similar. It's
I
not.
don't- whatever it is, I don't watch it.
All right,
I mean, it's.
is that it?
I don't know. You want me to give it to you? You guys
Yeah,
ready?
yeah, that's the
I
last.
just don't want to know what this is.
What was
Darts.
it? Darts?
Whoa.
Whoa,
I
niggas
was
make.
never gonna say.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
This
to
is what
become
I'm
a dart
saying.
player.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start
How much
playing
money do
darts.
niggas play? Like make
Because
it.
people.
Darts is a serious game, man.
People put money on darts. So
What the heck? I would have put like cards above darts.
Oh, that darts at the social.
Yeah, I said see that darts at the social.
Yeah,
and
see
shit.
that darts though. I'm about to start training darts, man.
Okay, wait, she played darts?
She got crushed.
She
playing
got
darts.
crushed by Nye. Wow. Shout out to Boyani getting crushed by Nye in darts. But that's the end of our show. Thank you for joining us today. Like, I'm really thankful for everybody in the chat, you know, going crazy in there. I'm really appreciate it. Make sure you guys are sharing the link. We'll have the polls up by Monday, and then we'll figure out who's going to do the challenge. But let's spin the wheel before we get out of here, before I forget. All right.
Goddamn.
The loser wheel.
Spin loser wheel.
All right.
You spin that.
You going to spin first?
No, you can spin first.
No, you can spin
I don't touch anything. I don't touch no loser wheel first.
Nigga, you still going to touch it, though.
I'm going to, but I need you to first.
You acted like I'm going to clear the losing off of it. You're losing. The losing wheel is for losers.
Losers first should touch a loser wheel.
Nigga, I'm not the loser.
That's the thing. Like, I don't feel like winners should touch a loser wheel first. I might do this when I spin the wheel. You know, like.
You a bitch.
Touching that wheel, bro.
You a bitch. I got so many wheels in this shit. Let me search for the right wheel.
I wonder what this does.
What, the stem? No, that's charge it.
It's gonna charge it?
What is it charging? Your phone or the?
No, I'm saying it charge. You gotta charge to put the USB-C to it.
Yeah, I know it's a charger. I wonder if it has any other function.
No, it's not gonna charge your phone. Oh, and if you have any suggestions for any other challenges we can add to the wheel, just let us know. I'm gonna spin first.
Yeah.
No, you can't. You gotta go to the website and do that.
Damn.
Okay, so if I lose next week, I'm gonna have to dress up as anything Jao chooses.
What?
And come into the
That's
next
kind of weird. I don't
episode.
really know what you dress up as. That's kind of odd. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Stuff.
It's okay. What am I gonna get?
I did it for the podcast. That's what my shirt's gonna say. I did it for the podcast.
Okay, I got some like talk with an accent.
Can't get that shit every week.
Talk with an accent.
All right.
Talk with an American accent.
Make sure to vote.
What up, cuz?
Make sure to go and vote.
What up, though?
Make sure to go and follow us, me and Main Man Fele, on Instagram.
GQ.Flacco on Instagram.
Make sure to also, follow the What's Up Cuz is it What's Up Cuz podcast? .pod
Instagram.
On Instagram as well. And, make sure to vote this week because I don't want to dress up as anything this week. So get this man to speak in an accent. And you know what? You guys should choose the accent. So, put that in the chat if he lose. You guys get choice on that.
Get them that, bro.
Because I got to pick I get to pick the accent.
You guys can pick what he dresses as.
Fuck you.
You gotta just tell me.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Flacco, just spam it in my messages.
All right. And, make sure to tune in next Tuesday. We will have late night reviews as well on Thursday. Well, not Thursday. Friday at 12 a.m., which is midnight on a Thursday or, the beginning of the day on the Friday. We'll be in the basement live streaming, listening to all the new music that drops. Let me see who dropping today as well. I think Benny the Butcher dropping this week. And we got my man Dirk dropping as well.
Dirk?
Yeah,
so it's gonna be a good Friday.
So we got a good Friday coming up. Make sure you tune into that. You got pretty high expectations, so we gotta. Hopefully they meet that, and we'll be talking about that next week as well. We also got an album debate coming your way next week as well, of 2 classics. So be excited. It's gonna get heated up in here. We will be debating and battling. So, like I said, thank you really for all the support in the chat. Appreciate it a lot. Anything you need to say before we head out of here?
Appreciate everybody showing up, man. Show up next week.
We wouldn't be here without you guys.
You guys are real talk. You guys are the pioneers of something big. So much appreciation, much love.
Wouldn't be here without the fans. So thank you to all the fans. We about to skedaddle out of here. I'm about to play with my little stem player up here. Feels like a sex toy, but Yeah, we're gonna play with
yo,
that.
Like when you just
It's the fact that he went from I'm gonna play with my little stepbrother.
yeah. At first I was gonna say pause, but I was like that's not too enough to.
And then when you said it
I mean,
was like a sex player, it's like
you just let it to be a pause.
It
your
looked
probation.
It's like a sex player.
All right.
Okay.
So
Dad joke.
That being said, the podcast that's about where we're gonna wrap it up. You know, appreciate you guys.
All right, Sekou.
That's not what STEM players for, by the way.
You can stop the recording.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
we gotta do this thing.
Stop recording.